on game night, Nikki, Aaron, Lincoln, me, Dave, are going to be playing Marvel Dice Masters Avengers vs. X-Men, designed by Mike Elliott and Eric M. Lang, published by WizKids. It is a 2-player game, but we are going to sort of team up and play it 4-player, and that's exciting for me because I don't usually go for themes in games like this, but the theme in here kind of works for me. It's pretty cool, and as you will see.
Yay!
Let's play.
Hey, Dave. Will you teach us to play Marvel Dice Masters Avengers vs. X-Men?
I will try.
Fair enough.
Because I have not played this game. I have read the rules more than once, and they were okay. But the examples were really clear, and you guys have played before, right?
I played a little bit.
No.
All right,
Nikki
well,
has not.
it's not crazy complicated. It's a 2-player game. We are going to play it 4 players with cooperatively 2 per side, just so we can all enjoy. We have set up the base game, which is in the rules. It says if you've never played for your first game, use these characters and choose this setup. So that's what we're doing. The game does not come with these lovely little mats. Actually, this mat is in the rules. This is just scanned from the rules and printed out. There you go. It's a collectible card/dice game in the sense that you can get different characters. The characters themselves can be different. Like we are playing, for example, one of our characters that we're playing is Captain America, but it's Captain America / American hero as opposed to Captain America like U.S. fighting whatever, or there's different versions of Captain America, for example.
Got it.
But the dice for him are all the same. The collectible part of the game is the different powers that are on the cards. Let's sort of get into what you do, say, on your turn. It's one side versus the other. It's just we're trying to kill you and you're trying to kill us, basically. In this game, we are starting each with 10 hit points because that's what they suggest. Mm-hmm. And it sort of borrows slightly from Dominion in that you are going to have a bunch of dice. You are going to put them in a bag. The game provides these lovely bags that I don't think I can get my hand in.
So we'll try to use
Seems ripe for an upgrade.
So we're going to use our own bags. Oh, fancy here.
Change your color.
Okay, so we each have these 8 common dice, and they are all the same. The 6 sides of the dice are a shield symbol, a fist symbol, a mask symbol, a lightning bolt symbol, this little sidekick character, which is a pawn, and then a question mark. When you roll a question mark on this die, you can basically turn it to whatever side you want. So it's wild, basically. And a turn works as follows. The first thing you do on your turn is any dice that are in your reserve pool get moved off to your used side. All right? We're not going to have any at the beginning of the game. We probably won't have any maybe even during the game, because that's kind of an advanced thing that interacts with cards that we are not using for this particular game. But that is technically the first thing you do. If you have dice here that were there from your previous turn, they get moved to the use pile. The next thing you do is you draw 4 dice from your bag. At the beginning of the game, we'll have 8 of these. We're going to basically be using these dice to try to buy more powerful dice. You draw 4 dice from your bag. You put them here in your reserve pool. Any dice that were in your prep area from the previous turn also get moved to your reserve pool. In this case, that's none. And then everything that's here gets rolled. All right? You roll the dice, and after you roll, you get 1 reroll. You can reroll anything you want. You can reroll them all or just 2 of them, but that's it. Once you reroll, you're done with your rolling phase. Okay? So roll, and if you want, reroll as many dice as you want. And then once you are done with that, you will then use your dice. Everything in the game costs energy, and every one of these symbols is energy. Shield is shield energy, and fist is fist energy, and mask is mask energy. I'm sure there's some thematic. This is maybe, I don't know, strength energy and whatever. You get as many energy as you have symbols, so on all these common dice, each of that is 1. All right? Energy is the cost to, in one case, buy cards. These are 3 common powers: Thrown Car, or a Force Beam, or Inner Rage. And those powers are represented by these dice. These dice are also all the same. This shows you all 6 sides of the dice, all right? Each of these is basically the same. 3 of the sides have just a 2. 3 of the sides have like this little action exclamation point, and then it's one of those plus a little asterisk in the corner, one of those plus 2 little asterisks in the corner. Those are bursts, and I'll explain those later. But they're basically all the same. So to get these, you need to spend 3 energy. Right now on this roll, I have not rolled 3 energy, right? I have 1 energy, 2 energy. Now, it doesn't matter that it's different types of energy, it's just this needs 3 of any energy. So if I'd had that, I could use these 3, and I'd put them over here in my use pile, and I would, let's say, buy Inner Rage, because I wanted that one for whatever reason, and that would also go in my use pile, and then I could deal with this sidekick, which I haven't done yet. So that's how you can buy these common dice to all of us, and obviously, once they're gone, they're gone. We each also have 2 characters. We have Beast and Captain America, and you have Human Torch and Spider-Man. They have their own special dice, and each of us has one that costs 2 energy and one that costs 4 energy, but this is a specific type of energy. So Beast has a little mask symbol behind that too. That means that we must use at least 1 mask energy to buy that. So if this was a mask, I could use this mask and this lightning bolt, or this mask and this shield. All right?
But no mask and you can't buy that guy.
Correct. And the same thing for Captain America. He costs 4 energy, one of which must be a shield. And I believe you have the other 2 symbols on yours.
Right.
Spider-Man is 4, one of which must be a fist, and Human Torch, one of which must be a lightning bolt. And again, when you buy those go here. You can see on your card that the special characters, in addition to I haven't read all of these, but I'm sure their attacks and defense powers are probably better than the basic ones. But they also have double energy symbols on them. So that's one way to also get more energy. Since I'm talking about energy, let me jump ahead to these. So these 2s on this dice are 2 energy.
Of whatever type you need.
Of whatever type you need, except if you want to use this 2 energy to buy, say, Captain America, you still need a shield. This is generic. It's not any symbol.
Essentially, it's energy. It's any other type of energy that's not a shield.
Right. It's any type except the type you need.
Exactly.
Right.
It's generic.
Okay, so that's what the 2s are.
Yep.
So one of the things you can do to spend energy is to get more dice. Another thing you can do is you can move characters into the field. All right? Moving a character into the field essentially means that character is available for either attacking or for blocking on defense.
Defense, right.
To move a character into the field costs the number in the upper left corner. So in this case, all the sidekicks are 0s, so they don't cost you anything to move in the field. But if I had Cap and I rolled that, just to move him in the field, I have to spend 2 energy, which means I have to have rolled 2 energy to do that.
Does one of them need to be a shield in his case there as well?
Nope.
Okay.
Just any 2 energy to move Captain America into the field. All right, so that's what the upper left corner number means. And then the upper right corner is what this character attacks, and this is what this character defends at. So all the sidekicks are the same. They are 0, 1, 1. So they attack with 1 and they defend with 1. But like this Captain America, for example, is 5, 5. And that is actually the biggest I can roll on him. He is a 5, 4 and a 3, 3, depending on which side of the D6 that I roll for him, right? So we've moved cleared dice, we've taken dice out, we've added prep, we've rolled them, we have spent our energy, and we can also use actions in this phase. If I have purchased this force beam earlier and I roll it here, I can activate this force beam now during this phase of the game. The force beam, go ahead and read the force beam, Aaron. It does one of 3 things. The normal force beam symbol without the burst does what?
It says deal 1 damage to each character, including yours. The one burst with 1 asterisk says instead deal 2 damage to each character.
In the field, including yourself, right?
Including yours, right?
Okay.
Then the biggest one, the one with 2 asterisks,
Thank you.
says deal 1 damage to each player.
Thank you.
And 2 damage to each character.
These can be played during this phase of the game,
Right.
before you've even assigned guys to the field.
Right. Once you've rolled them,
Right.
you can execute them.
Having done all that, all these All the characters that you want to assign to the field are there. Let's say this is used energy. Let's say I didn't use this energy. Let's say I only had use for 2 energy and not all 3. This would stay here in the reserve. And the reason that it would stay there in the reserve is for characters we're not using in this game that have global effects on defense. When you attack us, if we had that character and we had reserve energy to use that global thing, we could use it. So now we have characters in the field. Once we have moved into the field, we are now in the attack phase of the game. And during this phase, we can decide whether we want to attack with characters in the field and which ones we want to do if we want to do that. So, if we were to attack, we would attack with 1. You, in your field, have no defense right now. So that attack would be unblocked, and you would take a life point damage.
Okay.
Because that's what we would do when we were trying to get you down to 0, so...
So he'd be there in the attack zone, right?
Correct.
Okay. And what if I did have a guy to block with?
Okay, so we would attack with 1. You would block with 1. You also would attack with your 1. It's if you have a guy and we confront him, it's basically a simultaneous attack. We would block with 1. So if we chose to attack you with this sidekick, the first thing that happens is you choose if you want to defend or not.
Okay.
And by the way, you can defend with as many dice as you'd like. If you had 3 sidekicks and we were attacking with Cap, you could defend with all 3 if you wanted, or just 1. Cap, even though he deals 5 damage, he cannot attack 2 of your dice.
Right.
He can only attack 1 of your dice, but you can defend with as many as you want if you want to. You don't have to defend. If you don't defend with those dice, then they stay there because they're not going to get knocked out. But in this case, we attack you, you choose to, let's say, block with us. As long as we don't have to overpower you, and you don't have to overpower us, meaning I attack with 1, you block with 1, those 0 out, and these dice get knocked out.
Right.
As opposed to if I had to attack with 2, let's say, to overrun your 1.
Right.
A dice that gets knocked out gets moved over to this area. This is the prep area, and if you remember, this will come out at your next turn and get re-rolled. So these dice do not move over to the used area. If we attack and it is unblocked, then we do whatever damage is to your life, and it gets moved over here to the used pile and is done. Now let's do it this way. Let's say we attack with Cap, and you have 1 sidekick. So he attacks with 5, you block with 1, and that's good. The other 4 just gets thrown away.
Okay.
So you have successfully fended off that attack with your sidekick, who gets knocked out. Cap has a defense of 5, so against your 1 counterattack, he is fine, so he stays in the field.
Right.
Free to attack you next turn if you now have nobody there to defend. But the imbalance of attack versus defense is okay in this case. You have staved him off for a turn.
Right.
If you do not do anything about that, however, we will hit you next turn for 5 life point damage.
Right.
I think that's pretty much the whole game, really. When you don't have enough dice to draw 4 out of the bag, that's when your used pile goes back in. And we just keep doing that until someone gets knocked down to 0.
Did you mention the reroll? Did I miss it?
I did.
You
get one
reroll when you first roll your dice. Okay.
So go ahead and put those in the bag. Do we have 8 in the bag?
We do have 8 balled in the bag.
Why don't you guys go first?
Oh boy. What
Go
am
for
I
it.
drawing?
4 dice.
So the first thing you do is clear anything from your reserve. There's nothing there. You draw
One at
4
a
dice.
time, or I just
No, just
pull
grab
out
them.
the
They're all the
4?
same. It doesn't matter.
Slap them down.
Yep.
Yeah, there's 4.
Okay, so you put
And we
4
gotta
in
roll
yours.
'em, right?
Now you move any
We gotta
dice.
roll 'em, yeah.
You move any dice from your prep area, but there aren't there.
Right.
I mean, we're just
doing the phases.
we're
right.
just walking through the phases for now. And now
Okay,
you pick
so
up
roll 'em
everything
up.
for your reserve and you roll them.
And now I roll.
Yep. And now you can decide
we
what you
got-
want to do.
Oh, okay. So we got 2 energy, one of which is a lightning bolt. We could buy a
Yes.
Human
Yeah.
Torch die.
Shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
we should.
Okay.
And it goes in the used pile
Yep.
Along with the energy
with the
used.
2 energy used. to
Now-
Just 1.
Just
Hang on,
anyone.
hang on.
No, I have.
We're in the reroll phase right now. Do you guys want to reroll first?
Oh, we are. I say no. I say we got a fine roll because then these guys can go out there and attack, and we got the perfect 2. We're not gonna, we're not gonna
Right.
get anything better.
Okay. So I am going to get a
that's my
Human
vote.
Torch.
Right?
Put it
They're
in the
both
used
the
pile.
same. Doesn't matter which one you pick from the Human Torch. and now you're moving those to the field.
Because that's part of the main. This is all the main step.
This is all the main
We
step.
purchased a die, and we're fielding these dice because they have 0 cost.
Correct. Now you are in the attack step. Do you want to attack with those 2 dice?
Sure. They got no
Yeah.
defenders,
Let's go.
Okay.
right?
So those each hit us with 1. We go down to 8. Those were unblocked, so they go in your used pile.
So we used all our dice.
Correct.
Because you spent that energy. If you had energy left over, let's say it was cap, they would stay. They would stay, right?
it would stay in the reserve pool.
Right.
It
But
would
that
be
doesn't do you much good in
For the
this
purposes of
basic
our
game,
game,
right.
it would be wasted because we have no cards that would use that. But
Right.
but because there's all kinds of collectible mix and match stuff going on. All right, roll 4.
It's silly that they're all the same right now.
Yeah, you could just have a pile right now.
It's all energy. It's all energy. Let's kick their
Wow.
butts.
Shall we pick a Captain America dice with that?
Absolutely. Get a
All right,
Captain
look at
America
that. Dun, dun, dun. Now you
And
know
what
they're
about
going to.
we can get a beast as well, man.
We can't.
Oh, that's 4. It's
This
4. I'm
costs
sorry.
4.
Yeah. Okay.
Now here's a question. I'm okay taking more hits. Are we okay with them rolling more sidekicks and kicking our butt? I'm fine with it if
Yep,
you're fine
let's
with
go
it.
for it.
All
Those
right,
are all
done.
spent.
Kamikaze, here we go. Done. End of turn.
Okay.
4 more
So
dice.
these don't come back into
Nope.
the bag until the bag
Until
is
the
empty.
bag runs out. Until you reach for the bag to get 4 dice and there aren't 4 dice.
Well, I've got 4.
All right, Aaron.
All right, here we go.
Oh, it's all energy.
We got we
Energy
got
and
4.
punching.
Get
4
another-
energy with a fist. We could buy Spider-Man.
You should buy a spider.
Or we could re-roll trying for sidekicks, but I think we should buy
I
Spider-Man.
think we should get
Right?
special
He's pretty
stuff.
sweet. So we'll use all this energy
Yep.
and purchase a Spider-Man. So no attack this turn.
All right, Lincoln.
Yeah.
Roll
all
it
right,
out.
here we go.
You can let
So
me
good
roll.
at-
Yeah,
we're
I
so
just
good at Marvel
4
Dice
sidekicks.
Masters.
4 sidekicks just to get this happening.
well, there's a 1 if you want, but
Let's buy the other Captain America.
okay, let's do it.
Woo-hoo! You guys are in trouble.
I don't know.
I don't
They
know.
got- they got-
You
We're
probably
rolling
aren't.
first. Okay, so now Nikki's
now
reaching for the bag.
I go,
Oh, hey, there's no
"Oh,
dice in the
it's
bag."
empty."
Put all the-
So
I
put them all
pull.
in. Yep. And then draw 4 common ones.
Yeah.
No, feel around for the red.
Yeah.
Feel for the red ones.
That'd be sucky if you could feel the difference.
Am
It
I
would,
immediately
but I bet there's-
rolling? Should I just
Well, if you're
immediately
really
roll?
feeling
Well,
Yeah.
once you have 4.
Oh my
the red ones.
goodness!
Okay, all right. So we have
Okay, we're okay.
a mask energy and a question mark. We got a Spider-Man that costs 0 energy to field and will do 3 damage to them.
It costs 0?
Yeah, it's the smallest fieldable Spider-Man.
Stupid Spider-Man.
And we have
Spider-Man.
2 energy here. So we could, since this could be anything, we could field this and buy our other Spider-Man die with 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4 energy.
Because they're going
You
to send
cannot. You do
what's
not
his
have
name
fist
at us.
energy to buy Spider-Man.
But you said this.
Yeah.
that cannot be. Oh yeah,
Oh,
you can flip it to a fist.
You can flip it to any
Absolutely.
side.
Yes,
it's
correct.
not this generic energy.
Yes.
I believe that is correct.
Or we could buy the thrown car if we felt like that was, something cool.
Throw some
I don't
cars.
know. All right, so we are spending this 4 energy. Good roll, Nick.
Thank you.
And buying our second Captain America die.
Spider-Man.
So the answer was yes.
So you're
but
right. I know I had Captain America on
The
the
answer was yes. by the
Yes,
way. It's a wild. It's a
the
wild.
question
As
mark
we
is
thought.
wild for any.
That's what we
symbol.
thought, but just making sure.
And then we will field
Yep.
Spider-Man.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh yeah, read it. What is it?
okay.
Oh,
here's
what
a
happens?
special ability. We're not going to do this because it's not necessary right now.
Okay.
But when Spider-Man assigns to attack, which is what he's doing right now.
You are going to attack us, okay?
Yes. Why not? It's 3 unblocked damage.
Sure.
dice, I think.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or we could hold him back to block
No,
whatever
no,
they
go-
no.
do it. You might as well do it. What does
Hit
it
him.
say?
Hit him.
You may pay a fist,
Okay.
which we don't have any available now. We spent it all to give him +4 defense. So he would be a 3/7 instead of a 3/3.
Ah, okay.
Wow.
So
he would
there's.
have a lot
okay.
more damage.
So then I was wrong. There is a reason to keep something in your reserve.
I guess
Even
that.
in
Well,
this-
no, because this is when I assign him to attack. It would still be the dice that I'd rolled that turn.
Yeah, it's true.
right. It wouldn't be.
It's
hanging
always the
around.
dice you rolled that turn.
You're right.
Okay. So
But it's a
3
reason not to spend
take
everything
3?
we roll.
1,
I
2,
guess so.
3.
You don't
All
have
right.
any
Pow.
blockers.
Put 'em in
And
the use
then
pile.
Unblocked. Boom.
All right,
Okay.
Lincoln.
But now we're
Almost
only going
better
to draw
than
crap
bad.
dice next
I
turn.
know.
That's
Okay,
okay.
I don't want you to draw any of the Captain America dice.
Why's that?
I think we should just put some pawns, some side. I want 4 sidekicks right now. I want to
well, we can
because
do
they
that.
don't have those out, right? Ah,
Well, they haven't been rolled.
that's true.
Just claim
All right,
them
go
as
for it, baby.
rolled. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh.
2 sidekicks.
That costs 1 to bring them out, right? Oh, I like it. Okay, let's. You want to spend that 1 and put all of these there?
Yes, why not?
Done. So we're gonna. These are free. This costs 1, And do you want to attack with... Well, here's the deal. They can't hit us with anything big anymore.
They have 6 white dice in their bag.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right.
So should we just zap them with 3 now?
We're gonna have to because we're half of our life.
On the other hand, we could zap them with just 2.
and then leave some support.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
All right, we can hit you with 2.
Okay.
Ow.
Because any sidekicks they roll against us will bounce.
Theoretically.
Although, wait, what's Captain America's exciting thing? When fielded, oh wait!
Boop.
We didn't read this.
Rewind.
When
Yeah,
fielded,
we should read that.
you may roll a sidekick die from your used pile. Oh, well, let's do that. Wait, no, you can't. We cannot use a die that we used
Just
to
put
pay
in it,
this
yes,
turn.
okay.
Of course. All right, so we do not get Captain America's special power.
And what would it do?
It would allow us to re-roll a die from the used pile.
Okay.
But we
Okay.
didn't have one.
Right.
All right, done.
So now,
2, take
yeah,
2.
they
Yeah.
took the 2.
Take
okay.
2, they're
we
small.
did.
We took it. All right. 4 generic sidekick dice.
Come on, come on, come on.
Now, see, I think we want a bunch of sidekicks now
Yes.
to like be up there to block.
Yep.
Yes, because Captain
And
America's
there's
coming
one.
for us and a bunch of fists.
And we got 3 fists. So we could either buy one of these generic cards or,
Die.
Dice.
yeah, dice. Or we could re-roll and try for more sidekicks.
This game's
That one
fun.
does damage to everybody.
And clearly it's going to be
That one
fast.
adds-
Yeah.
Yeah, it is very fast.
Well, I noticed here that the life thing goes up to 20.
What do you want? You want
And
to
we
buy a new
started
die?
at 10.
Or do you want to try for... I think...
I think we should get more sidekicks.
But then what if we roll like 1 sidekick and we have 2 energy that we can't spend on garbage crap?
Garbage crab.
Yeah.
Right, the minimum thing. Well, you could always buy 2.
Only if I roll another
Yes.
lightning bolt.
But if we
Right.
can't spend it, it stays in the reserve, right?
But then it
Well-
goes away at the beginning of the next turn. It's
okay.
I think we should spend it while we
It's
can.
useless.
Even though we wanted more sidekicks, I'm going to keep the roll. So let's buy this one.
Force beam.
Those
Because-
does damage.
Yeah, but they have
It
they
hurts
have
us too,
but
though.
we're stronger so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say do it while they're damaged more than we are.
Right.
Okay.
So let's field. It's my turn anyway. I'm making
are
the
you
dec- I'm
attacking
calling
with
the
that guy?
shots. No, I'm
Okay.
going to leave him in the field.
You mean we're going to leave him in the field?
No, I control the brain this turn. Nikki controls the brain next turn.
Right brain and left brain.
There's 4.
Because now we can like we can take the
completely
1
missed
hits
Cap,
from the
man.
sidekick, but
No, it's
block
okay.
Captain
I
America.
think I want
for a
to
turn.
keep Cap off to the
Rerolling
side.
them all.
Huh.
Beast dice.
We need a mask for that, right? So we would turn that to a mask. And let's turn that to a sidekick.
Okay.
So we're going to put both of these here. We're going to buy this beast die. And then... Should we just attack with all 3?
We have to.
All right. We will attack with all 3 of these. So how do you want to block?
So that's
We-
5.
Yeah, but we want to
Block
block Captain America.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So,
So Captain America gets blocked, but he comes back.
right.
You go into the KO area because he
Right.
got knocked out, which means you get to roll him again, and you take 2 hits.
And your 2
These 2
sidekicks.
go through.
1, 2.
And where do they go?
They go over here to the discard pile.
All right.
So we go to 6.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
All
now,
right.
does she... Okay.
She draws 4.
Does she draw what's in there,
Yes.
or does she refill the entire...
She draws.
She
So
draws.
you
I
draw as many
the
as you can
2.
until it's empty.
There's 2 that's left.
So go ahead and
I
put those
draw
in your
the
reserve
2,
pool. Put them in your reserve pool.
And
Put the
then...
rest
All
of the
those go
die.
back in.
Right.
And I draw 2 more.
Yep.
And you get to roll that one too.
Right, but we're not there yet.
Yeah. I understand.
Oh, right. Okay.
Not there yet.
Thank you.
1,
Hex.
2.
Hex. Woo.
Yeah.
So
That
this one comes
was
over from your
terrible.
prep area,
To
and
where?
now you
Okay.
roll all 5.
Okay.
Oh. Ooh.
You have
We
6.
were 6.
Yeah.
I think there were 2, weren't there?
Yeah, they were.
No.
Pretty sure it was 2.
2 pawns, 2 masks, a shield.
You get 1 reroll, remember. Don't forget
Oh,
that.
right. Okay, I think we definitely want pawns
Yeah.
because, like the last one, it blocked, it was knocked out, but then it came right back the next
Right.
turn. That's more dice.
kind of good,
Yeah.
actually. More dice
So-
to roll.
You decide whether you want to buy one of these
I really like
or re-roll and try for the Human Torch die.
2 of your target. Do you want to throw car?
No, that one costs 4.
Oh, sorry.
it. Ooh,
I
like
do want to
this.
throw a car. I just am not strong enough right now.
We should have gotten these instead
Well,
of these,
let's-
maybe.
I
Do one of
want to get
these.
them.
All right.
I didn't even read these.
What does this do?
I mean,
That
I just
one
went for the
does-
more expensive
of
one because
you-
it was.
Like 2 of these guys or our Spider-Man die or
Yeah,
whatever.
just read it out loud. What does Inner Rage do?
2 of your characters, if you get the exclamation point action,
Yep.
get +1 attack and defense. So these 2 guys could be 2 damage
Any
and 2
2 characters?
Any 2 characters.
Nice.
I would assume that are in the field and they exist, right? I mean, otherwise it
Correct,
doesn't
because
matter.
it's an action that happens here.
Right.
It happens during the main step, not
So
during the attack
if we
step.
had this die
think.
and rolled this, then we could make these guys 2 damage and 2 defense.
Right, and it's global for the whole turn.
Correct.
That includes
does say
anyone,
until the end of the
that
turn.
includes anyone you move into the field that turn.
Right.
Not people that are already there, but anyone you also move into the field that turn.
Okay. So are we gonna buy? We're gonna buy that.
Yes,
Okay.
but I want this one.
This one's better.
Yeah.
All right.
Better.
Ah, I like it.
So, should we attack with one of those guys, or should we just hold on?
I think we
and
need a block.
wait for
Don't you
blockers.
think?
Yeah, I think so.
That makes sense.
I like that. Okay.
Done.
All right.
How many we got?
You have to fill it up, man.
Ooh, come on, beast. Beast, 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 beast.
It's-
What does
is it a
beast do
beast?
now? I'm
Every
scared.
time we get this, we don't have anything in the use pile.
I know.
You're doing it wrong.
Oh, beast.
Beast.
Roll it up, baby.
I think I did last time, didn't I?
No, I don't know. Just do it anyway. All right, boo.
Yeah. Look
Well,
at all
actually,
that
hang on.
energy.
Maybe we want the energy.
Pain. Pure energy. Chink.
I think we keep this energy, right? We want the beast for sure. So I would say we re-roll this for sure, because we're trying to get the attack for the beast, and then figure out
What do we need for the beast?
we want the little hand symbol.
Oh, okay.
Can you read, please, Throne Car?
Throne Car gives 2 of your target characters +1 attack, but while attacking, damage that those 2 characters deal in excess of the total defense of blocking characters is dealt to your opponent. So it actually does
Carry over.
overpower and carry
Ooh.
through to the player
We
hit
want one of
points.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to the
so
player
let's
life.
keep
He has to get it because
let's keep that.
He's not there.
That gives us 3.
That gives us 3 at minimum.
Spider-Man.
Oh, you're right.
So we can worst case buy Beast again with the mask if we want. Let's try re-rolling both of those. See what happens.
Well, we got whatever you want.
yeah.
Okay, well we have 5 energy.
Or 6.
Oh, this is great. So here's the deal. This can buy us this. These 3 can buy us one of those.
You don't want to get one of those?
Oh yeah. Okay, let's do that. We'll turn that to just any old energy.
So let's just.
So that means let's get that
yeah,
throne
let's
card
get the throne card.
and the other beast.
Yep.
All right, look at all those dice in your use pile, though. You're not getting those
I
again.
know it's bad.
All right, here we go.
All right.
All
Bad,
red.
Nick.
All right, here we go. I'm going to draw them 2 at a time. 2
Okay.
red.
No.
That's all right. We got a Spider-Man.
We needed the other thing.
Did we?
We needed the other thing. We needed to.
Boom! Oh, game over, baby.
Well, no, those are Spider-Mans. No, not if you roll energy on them. That's what we did with our beasts.
I won't. I'm better at dice rolling.
Ah.
Boom!
Oh my
this
gosh.
game is so over.
He is better at dice rolling.
And I
Wow.
guess I think we should roll. Let's see. No, they can only block 1. The game actually is over because we can attack with like 8 damage right now. And
Are you re-rolling those?
yeah,
Oh, because you're looking for attacks.
yeah, but it doesn't matter. All right. We got 2 energy.
Right.
This one can be lightning bolt to buy the final human torch.
Right.
And then we oh no we don't.
You don't have enough to. You have to field.
I have to field. All right.
Right.
I've never fielded a guy that cost energy before. I'm sorry.
It's
my first
smarty
Doesn't matter.
Oh, if only he rolled the
what?
pod. The side
I know,
pod.
What's happened there?
Right.
In order to
Okay.
move,
Well, yeah, I'm about to do it.
in order to move Spider-Man,
the
up,
one in the top left corner of Spider-Man
Oh.
means we have to spend 1 energy to field that
get him up
die,
there.
and spend 1 energy
Oh,
to field that.
boo! They only
die.
cost
Yeah.
1.
Yeah, that's all those
Yeah.
are.
Boo!
I mean, that's all
Spider-Man's
ours
quick.
was.
He's agile, baby.
No,
Yeah.
it can be
That's
2.
what
It can
Cap
be
was.
2.
I know, but
We
that's
declare
that's
all those
just that one.
attacks.
They have other ones that are 3.
And
And
they
now
can
we
block
attack.
The same.
All right, so
Right, and they
for
can
purposes of
block one of
argument,
them.
we
Okay.
block the Spider-Man.
All right. So let's resolve that just
So here's what happens. We get knocked out, but you don't.
Because we do 4 damage. No, I want to yell.
Right.
We don't. So he goes back to the field.
Because you are 4-4 and we're 3-3.
Correct.
Okay.
And then 6 unblocked damage.
Wah, wah.
Woohoo!
Yay.
Yeah, we-
Spider-Man Human
That's
Torch
why I
team.
wanted that to be a thing, right?
Right. No, you're right. That would have been the key
We
move.
needed
to-
defense.
You should have rolled better.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
Lincoln that rolled.
Oh,
You
you're right.
made me roll, man.
It was your turn. You threw
didn't
off the
matter.
whole mojo.
I know. Okay.
All right, that was fun.
That is
Okay.
fun. I really like that.
Is there
a
any
lot.
way that this game could be different the next time we play?
Why, yes, there is, Aaron.
Uh-oh.
Do you want
me,
to talk
Dave.
about it first,
So
or do you
there's a
want
lot
to
of
just play
things
the
we
next
should.
game?
Well, let's play. Let's just talk a little bit about the expansion on this game. Nikki, where are those expansions at?
We got some here.
Okay, let me see. So these are some of the expansion characters.
These are
cards.
they booster
Sold
packs?
separately, basically?
Exactly. So there are booster packs that cost about $1 a piece, and they give you 2 die, which in devious mode, they give you 2 different die, so you don't have enough. I mean, you do. You
Wait a
can
minute.
field a character with 1 die.
So wait, if you get Dr. Octopus, for example, it does not come with 2 Dr. Octopus
No,
die?
it'll only come with 1, and it'll be with something else. So
Oh,
this is
There's 2 cards or 1 card?
2 cards as well.
But
So-
the other card is a common card, right?
Well, no. At least one of them will be common. So they determine on the card. You can barely see it on this one. That's a gray strip. And then these,
Where's
I don't
this
remember what
above
the
above
levels
the black
of.
part.
I don't know what the levels of rarity are, but there's green and yellow and then red.
Why, I can tell you.
Okay.
It's on this little thing right here.
So
Common, uncommon, rare, and super rare.
So there's only 4 super rare.
Did you have
cards.
Black Widow in there?
Yeah.
Super
Right
rare.
there.
Well-
Super rare.
No. Remember, there's more than one Black Widow.
Oh, right.
Right.
This is
The
Black
common
Widow
Black Widow.
natural.
Black Widow.
Black Widow natural, as opposed to.
She's all natural.
So
baby.
yeah, it's
You're
a
right.
little insidious. You will be wanting to buy more
Can you read
cards.
that? What does that
Can
say?
we,
Can you read
stop
that?
filming right now so I can go buy some? on
Well,
my
we're
phone?
actually gonna open some.
Right now,
Awesome.
live on camera.
Well, we've already opened these. We'll open these at the end if anybody wants to watch. They'll be at the end of the video.
Oh, we should open it right now.
no, I like it. It's a teaser.
Yeah.
Don't turn off
We
that
got stuff
computer.
to play with. Yeah, so we can. Well, afterwards we'll
tuned.
open up the
Don't
rest.
change that
at the
stream.
end.
After the next commercial break, we swear the good part's coming where we open up the packs.
So we actually got a little fortunate. I don't know if these are all the dice. I don't think they are.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Green Goblin.
Oh, there's the
God,
rest.
what does it
Rest
say?
are
What does it
there.
say?
Green Goblin, Gabi,
So-
Serena.
Right, because again, like for example, we didn't do it. So I was saying Captain America, American hero, Captain America, natural leader, Captain America, Star Spangled Avenger.
Nice.
And you can see this actually costs more. They're different. I mean, the powers are just different.
Right.
So they have, and they have different dice that are for the character. There's Ghost Rider, there's Magneto, there's somebody I don't know who that is. There's Wolverine.
Looks like Loki's hat.
There's, I believe that's Venom.
That's Loki's helmet.
It is Loki's
Oh,
helmet.
okay.
Okay, yeah, that is.
Cool.
Another Hulk.
Hulk.
I don't know who's that one.
That's
That's Green
Goblin.
Goblin.
That's Green Goblin.
Yes. Is that
Is
Cyclops?
this North Star from
That
Alpha
is-
Flight? This game's so nerdy.
So yeah, and then
This
here's,
game is so nerdy.
who is the hammer
Colossus.
and sickle? Colossus. Okay, so yeah, we've got some of this. So we'll add a
I looked. It was
okay.
on the card.
Okay.
So
I didn't just pull that one.
Sure
Are you sure?
Sure you did, Aaron.
So we'll
Out
add a
of my
couple more of
Soviet
these,
farming
and we're
collective.
going to draft. So we'll play another game. We'll
Oh,
draft
okay.
some, and we'll draft ones that we have 2 of. We have Colossus. We have Dr. Octopus somewhere.
We have other characters from this base set we didn't use, like Thor is in here.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but you need the. Of
But we
course,
have 2
yeah, and
dice
we're going
of
to do
all
all
those,
those.
right?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
going to do them all. So we'll do that right now. Let's get this
And
set up, and
okay.
we'll cut back and come in.
Sweet.
Cut.
Okay, so we've done all kinds of crazy things for this. We're going to play the more advanced sort of draft game. It's the rules for how you do the draft are pretty loosey-goosey. They're actually, the rules themselves even give you like suggestions as to you can try it this way or you can kind of do it like this. We have 4 new basic action cards. They basically say in the game to draw them randomly from your set of basic action cards, but we specifically got rid of all the ones we used last game because we didn't want to see them again. So, and in fact, we just picked them, I think. We didn't do that randomly, but it doesn't really matter ultimately. Then we each picked 4 of the characters to make a deck of 8. And we're going to put them together and we're going to draft them one at a time so that we each end up with 4 of these characters. Now, the way the draft rules work is you basically lay them all out, and I will do that now. I've sort of put them in expense order for you. I'm going to move those over towards you. The way the game says to draft is you draft all of the dice of one type, and then you take the character that goes with that die. the way the rules say to draft is that you don't draft the cards, you draft all of the dice of one type. And I believe the reason the rules say that is when you buy the expansion sets, like we have
boosters, yeah.
We have, for example, one Wolverine die.
Yeah.
So you could play with Wolverine in the game, he would only have one die. That allows you to play with just one Wolverine die if you want to play Wolverine. You might have, for example, 4 dice that go with Dr. Octopus. And you might want him, you could take all 4 of those dice. You could even use them. We didn't say this in the first game because it didn't matter, but very small on this card is a little max number. This one says max 4. And what that means is that when you play with Dr. Octopus, specifically this card, you cannot have more than 4 dice available on this card. So if you ever get 6 Dr. Octopus die, you probably would trade 2 of them. I'm sure that's what they encourage you to do. Or find a Dr. Octopus card that has more of a max on
I
it.
think 4 is the max. I'm not sure.
On any of them?
No, there's a 5 somewhere.
There's a 5, okay.
But
Obviously, the cards can be malleable, right? Because that's the whole point to having a custom collectible deck.
So do you think if there's more die, is it a weak? Is it like
a weak version?
slightly weaker
I
version
saw
of the character?
one.
I don't know.
Here's a Hulk with max 5, and he also costs 6.
Okay.
But maybe his power is
Here's
different.
but yeah, those are Captain America with max 5. So I don't know.
And the other thing we didn't do because we didn't want to, but you can, for example, put all of the Captain Americas out. And if you take the Captain America dice, you then take the entire stack of Captain Americas and choose the one you want. And then get rid of the other ones. We didn't do that. We went through and looked at the cards we liked. You guys picked 4 that you liked. We picked 4 that we liked. And we just put them in the game. And we only used the cards that we had 2 dice for each to make everything, I don't know, balance is not necessarily the right word, but it was just
A little bit more exciting for these characters.
Right,
You see.
sure,
I mean, if you
right.
have a little bit more juice, having multiple dice is helpful.
Yeah.
And also, it's just more fun.
Yeah.
All right, so we also are starting at 15 points. Again, this is one of those things. They say to choose the number of points as the number of dice you put into the middle, but again, we're just doing our own thing for this. So, we are going to be the start players for this game because you guys started last time, which means you draft your first card.
Ooh.
So are we drafting any? Or are we doing? We're not doing our.
No, drafting any. I think that's the fair way to go.
You like that one? All right.
Don't you?
Sure.
You just like the die, or you like the
No,
guy?
we like the power. We
Okay.
picked it out.
We
We're drafting.
like the power.
We're drafting. Should we read it now?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
We're drafting Colossus Unstoppable. At the end of your turn, spin each of your Colossus in the field up 1 level. So if he's at
Wow.
his 1/4/4 level in the field, then he spins up. He gets stronger and becomes 6/5 or 8/7 at his strongest.
Nice.
So there you go. That's
Okay.
Colossus.
Do you have a preference? I have a preference if you don't.
Go for it.
I want the cheap one. I want Storm, the 2.
Okay.
So Storm's power is this. After blockers are assigned, re-roll all characters engaged with Storm. Place each such die that does not show a character in your opponent's prep area.
Wow.
What? Okay.
So if you attack us
yeah.
and we block you with Storm, before that
Or
even
vice
happens,
versa, yeah.
before that even happens, we take the die attacking us and re-roll it.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
if it comes up not that character anymore, it just goes in your, but it goes in your prep area. You will re-roll it again.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but then we're not.
But then you're not
blocked,
blocking or
perhaps.
anything, right?
Take
That's
Storm
crazy.
next time. Take Storm next time.
We will next time.
That's just
One other caveat to that.
yes in disembodied voice.
Also roll and level up.
Oh, right. You could roll Colossus
Oh
stronger.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But it's a 50% chance that it's gone.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
we could. It never occurred to me we could roll you a better character for
Yes.
you. But whatever. It's
That's
fun.
awesome.
It's fun.
It's gambling.
It's
All
gambling.
right.
Las Vegas
I think we
gambling.
should choose a cheapish one just so
Sure.
they don't get all the cheap ones and get them all out first and we're stuck
Right.
with all the 6 and
With
7.
crazy dice,
So
yeah.
here you go. You choose one of those.
Oh, okay. Well, I really wanted that one, but
Well, all right.
so you can make your choice on these.
All right, let's
I don't know what Iron Man
Let's see.
does.
Let's take
And
him. We like
Human
him.
Torch.
Yeah. All right, we're taking Human Torch Matchstick.
Okay.
While Human Torch is active, each time you field a character,
Any other character?
any character, so
Yeah.
it could be even another Human
Yep.
Torch, you may roll 1 Human Torch from your used pile,
If you have one.
Yeah.
and if you roll a character, it comes into the reserve pool.
Okay, you got to stop that. Nikki has to roll for your team the whole game.
I know, I'm rolling it every time. Otherwise,
He's
place it in
wasting it,
gear.
though.
So every time there's an active Human Torch
Yep.
and we field, we get to re-roll the other Human Torch from the used
Yep.
pile, and it may come out into the pool.
That makes sense.
Okay, pick
So
one.
there's a perfect example of a character who'd be great if you had 4 of those dice
Correct.
instead of 2.
Yeah.
Something powerful. What do you want?
Whatever.
You really don't care?
So we do want to get
No,
both
I'm
of
cool
those.
with
when
All
we
right,
can,
pick between those 2 then. You look at
It
those 2
won't
and tell me
work.
which one you like.
Right.
Oh, I don't know. Which one do you like? I like them both. They're both awesome. So, sadly.
Okay, when blocked, any damage that Dr. Octopus does in excess is dealt.
Here.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
let's do
yeah.
that.
Yeah, okay.
hey, give us these dice, by the way. We
Oh,
should
yeah,
be
yeah.
taking these
No.
Here's your Dr. Octopus
and the storm dice,
and
please.
Storm. The Storm dice are beautiful. They're like translucent blue.
There's some clear ones too. Yeah. Although those may be the clear ones.
Because she's beautiful. Ooh, he's got a global
What does the
thing.
toad say when it gets struck by lightning? What was this silly line?
Ribbit.
Oh.
I don't
Yikes.
know.
Ouch.
No, it's from
Does it
the
say-
X-
It's from the
it's
X-Men.
from the
It was-
movie.
Yeah.
From what movie?
X-Men.
Oh,
It was
Aren't you fairly
not
familiar with
a
that
good
series?
line at all.
I think I kind of like the fact that I'm likely the least nerdiest person at this table right
active.
now.
I don't know. That's
Well,
true.
whenever he
As far
takes
as
damage,
comic
he
book, yeah,
gets
that's true. I've
bonus
got, comics, I've
attack
got
and
boxes of
defense.
comics in my closet.
This one
I
we
guess.
do
More than I have ever had.
It's true.
So do you want to take the cheaper one?
Why
This
are,
one
need
is no
another
good.
cheaper
why are the X-Men fighting the Avengers, by the way?
I don't even
Aren't they
see
on the same team?
These are just hodgepodge teams of villains and
Actually,
heroes.
true. Dr. Octopus is.
Actually, no, these are all. There you got. You got
That's
Dr.
Hydra.
Octopus with Storm. What's up with
It's true. We
that?
need to pick a good guy just for
She
the karma.
thinks he's cute.
Storm is
Let's
a good
take
guy.
this one just
She's
because
an
he's
X-Men.
just because he's the
Hulk?
biggest.
Okay,
Well, that's
let
true.
me
All right,
reread this one.
we're taking Hulk anger issues. Nikki's gonna read it for you.
Anger issues.
I love that. We like the name of that card.
I have anger issues.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, Hulk is active when either you or Hulk takes damage. Hulk gets +2.
Yeah, it's huge.
Eh.
It's expensive, but it's huge.
Yeah.
What is A?
Attack at the top number.
And +2 defense until the end of the turn. Then a little asterisk. Hulk gets a +3 action and a +3 defense instead.
All right.
Do you want the Iron Man that you were excited about, or
Okay, so
so they've got like 6, 7, and 3.
right. So here's the deal. The first thing is we're going to have to double up on shields. So I feel like we should take the lightning bolt, just in case, right? We have a mask and a shield. We probably want a
That's a
lightning
thought.
bolt.
Yeah,
just
we didn't
to-
think about
So I don't
that.
even want to look
The
at this.
other-
We'll just take
Okay.
it. You actually did okay. You unknowingly did basically the same thing. You were also going to double up on one thing.
Fists.
Right.
So you'll have 3 of the 4 symbols, and we'll have 3 of the 4 symbols.
But I'll tell you why we didn't want to double up on fists. Read your Thor power.
Oh yeah, the Thor captures all opposing fist characters. But here's the deal: if I understand this correctly,
If he's in the field.
if I understand this correctly, it captures them for the purposes of attack. But then they go right back to the field, as I understand it. We'll look that up. But
Yeah.
In other words, return them at the end of the turn, meaning
Well, it'll
they
tell
just
you
don't
where
do any
they-
defense.
Right.
So we'll take
So
Thor.
I'm glad that they doubled up on fists. though.
Yeah.
I wasn't even looking.
I
at
wish
that.
we didn't double up on fists for that. So we got all that's left is a Captain America that knocks out opponents' sidekicks. That's pretty cool.
It is.
Yeah.
And gains life for doing so.
Oh, nice.
And then the Iron Man that reduces damage every time he takes damage. So it takes really more to knock him out. No, maybe not. We
I
could,
mean, we need to be able to get
There's
the
a-
dice.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Capturing. When you capture a die,
The dice.
move
you
the
know?
die to your field and place your capturing die on it.
all right, this one's better. All right.
The captured die no longer exists for game purposes. Once the capturing ends, place the die where it came from. Right.
Okay,
so,
where it came from. It
right.
comes
So I did interpret that correctly, which
You
is
did.
capturing works is if we capture one of your dice, we put it in our field, we put our die on top of it to indicate that it's captured.
Nice,
although
okay.
I don't know. It's
You got to do it. It's in the rules.
and then when we're done, it goes back to right where we got it.
Okay.
So
But it's-
even if we
it's-
captured your fish, you can still hammer us with.
But
the
it's
next
out of
turn.
commission for that whole attack.
It's out of commission
right.
for defensive purposes.
Right. Okay.
All right, Lincoln.
Let's read the 4 global generic cards out
Go
there,
ahead.
too.
They're right in front of you.
We have Focus Power, which lets you spin one target character up or down a level. Like our Colossus increases power, you can increase or decrease the enemy.
Okay.
And the burst effect is spin another target character up or down one level. Distraction is your opponent targets 2 of his or her characters those characters cannot block. So the opponent chooses, but you take 2 blockers out of commission.
Okay.
And its global ability is pay a mask to remove one attacker from the attack zone to the field. So you push back an attacker out of the
He's distracted.
combat.
Oh, okay.
My question for the global abilities here is...
Those will be an ability that we would play on your turn.
Right.
And that's what we were talking about in that first game of keeping die in your reserve pool. So we would have to have a mask left over from our turn.
Okay.
And you would have also had to have bought a gold distraction die to have access to that power?
Global abilities, as it turns out, are global, like the
I
word
guess
says.
they are.
They are always available to everybody. You don't need you don't need these dice.
Wow.
You don't need to buy distraction to use distraction's global ability. You do have to have the mask, though.
Yes.
So
And you have to have it in your reserve.
correct. So now this is what we were talking about last turn about
Right.
keeping a reserve back for purposes. That also applies to the character's global ability. So what's Iron Man's global ability?
Iron Man's global ability is pay a shield energy to redirect 1 damage from you. I assume that means your life, the
damage.
player, from you to one of your characters.
Okay, correct. Which means we could use that too.
Yeah. If you have the shield energy. To continue with these, we have Smash,
Okay.
which the action symbol knocks out a target level 1 character.
Right.
So like their
sidekick
their first die, yes?
Oh yeah, okay. I could see that.
Because the double action, the double burst is knock out a level 1 or level 2 character
Right.
instead.
Well, that makes sense. That's why it's 1, 2, 3.
1, 2,
Well, no, in this case it's 0, 1.
But I
1.
think it's still level
Yep,
1,
yep,
level 2.
I would
level
agree.
3. The global is pay a fist energy, target blocked character deals no damage. And going back, and the last one is gearing up, which is the action is draw 2 dice from your bag and roll them. So this is a way to get more dice immediately in your turn.
Right.
And they come into your reserve. So
And see, here's a perfect example in which there are no bursts. The
Right.
bursts make no difference for this specific.
But all the
action.
generic dice have
Right.
the burst anyway. Okay, but just to review our globals,
Yeah.
crazy.
Crazy.
a mask you held back here can distract and remove an attacker from the attack zone back to the field.
Okay.
Like
That's how you would spend a mask.
Wow.
A fist can smash target
Smash.
blocked character deals no damage. So your Captain America 5 that is blocking my little sidekick, I use a fist and he deals no damage.
Right, but he still blocks. He just
Right.
doesn't deal damage.
But
he doesn't return damage.
He doesn't knock
So
my
I'm
guy out
not
of the
KO'd.
Right. And shield from Iron Man's thing is pay a shield energy to redirect a damage. So I'm about to go for 14, but instead I'll pay the shield and redirect that damage
Okay.
to a character that's in the field.
Okay.
The energy lightning bolt is the only one that we don't have a global ability for.
All right.
All right.
Roll it up, Link.
Craziness.
Madness.
All energy.
Right. All energy.
Do you want to use all energy? We should. We need dice.
We don't have any masks, right?
You can't do nothing.
All right. I would say roll them all. We could buy one of these.
Oh, that's right.
I would say roll them all. We want to get Storm, I think, in the game as fast as we can.
You got a question mark,
All right,
so
perfect.
you can do one.
Okay, so we can bring Storm into the game, right? With this and Lightning Bolt, right? Mm-hmm. We will move this guy into the field zone.
One wasted energy.
No, not wasted. We can use it for the global ability.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Even though it won't happen. Because you guys are going to do this on your turn, but we're going to keep it, right?
Right, you're right. Well, then no. Then save this one, dummy. Save it for something
No,
that actually
we
could...
need the mask.
Oh,
Dummy.
Dummy. All right, sorry.
We can't play Storm
All
without
right.
the mask.
I'm not going to play your game for you anymore. I'm just going to play ours.
Yeah.
Oh,
out
I
of table.
appreciate you saying that.
No, I do.
Yeah,
You're
that makes sense.
You're right. I was like, why don't you do that?
No, we needed the mask, that's why. And we will not
who
be
drew
attacking
first?
with this.
You won't. You're going to leave it in the field as a blocker.
I have a strategy plan that I will reveal out loud in a turn or two, but
Okay.
not right away.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
We
dun.
got 4 energy.
All right.
One of every type exactly. So we could buy Iron Man. Mm-hmm. Or we could buy one of these. Or we could buy Human Torch and leave something back here.
We need to
Let's see.
start
Do
getting
we need
those
to
now,
leave
I guess.
anything?
If we bought Human Torch, remember we do want to get both of those if we can.
Yes.
We could leave the mask
get
in the
2
field,
energy.
which would let us
Do that.
remove an attacker. But that's only if they roll, if they
They're
decide to
getting
attack.
ready to do it.
No, they're not. I think they're blocking.
Are we both going to block?
So, well, here we can either buy Iron Man, who takes not a lot of damage. Let's buy the Human Torch.
Okay.
All right. So
Well,
we're going to
because
spend.
we need that ability to
Yeah,
start
we do.
working.
Yep. You're gonna spend
3 with a lightning bolt to
Yep.
buy a human torch, and
Yep.
we're going to leave this mask in the field, or
Okay.
in our reserves.
All right. So first things first. This moves over.
Right.
Because it was unused. And then we roll these 4. And since there's 4 in the bag, I'll just do that. There's my roll.
Woo.
Okay, 2 shields, question mark,
Question
2
mark
masks, and a
and-
mask.
Nope. Oh. that
2
was
shields, question mark, and a mask.
Okay. Well, if we want to get,
I think we should be buying these because we can't even afford these.
I agree. So which one of those do you want for 4? The gearing up? Do you want to draw? Let's draw more dice.
I mean, this will give us 2 energy if we roll it.
Right.
And that has
And so we'll end
that
it
has
is.
2, so it's half of the dice gives us double
Let's
energy.
do this one because
Okay.
this also allows us to draw more dice
Yep,
if we
okay.
need to. So this goes over here. Done.
You're not declaring an attack?
No.
He's got a strategy.
I got
He's gonna
strategy.
reveal
All right,
I will reveal it.
I'm just going
I will
through the
reveal it-
phases.
I will reveal it in one more
I just
turn.
want to know if you want to attack.
One more turn. Go ahead.
It's gonna
Okay, so
attack
this goes
next
away. Roll our 4 dice. Just dump out the bag.
Okay.
Yeah, we know what it is.
Here. I guess we can wait.
It's gonna be great.
All right. We
All
can buy
energy.
another
3
human torch.
lightning bolts.
Or we could buy, like, this one seems pretty good. We don't want them to get all those dice. Or we could do this distraction one, which also knocks out blockers.
We
But I
should
do
keep
I
this.
said this last game, but this is fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I like that.
Don't
so you want
you
to
think?
get this and keep the shield for
Do-
that?
yeah.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do
We're
it.
gonna buy our other human
Torch. Sure, that makes
With
sense.
all energy, all
All energy. Pure energy.
That's
Pure
the best
energy.
human torch there is.
Okay, so we have no dice.
And we
Yep.
keep this.
Yeah.
It's neat. Your turn. Or no, you did.
No, I did last time.
All right, we got a storm.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Ooh, hey, look at that. We got some energy.
Okay, we got 4.
Still not enough.
Gearing up again.
Yes, we need.
Oh, they're taking all the
All right,
more.
and then move this forward.
Yes.
Okay. And we will not attack at this time.
Boo.
He has not revealed. I guess.
I will not. I will reveal. Next turn, I shall reveal my strategy.
Okay.
Strategery.
All right. We have none left in the bag, right?
None left
Is it
in
my,
the
It's my
bag.
roll. All right,
It
so
is
we gotta
your
put all
roll.
these in here.
Does this go right now?
Yes.
Oh,
goes,
yeah,
it goes, away.
goes over to the use pile. Thank you.
and goes back in the bag.
Great.
All right, here we go.
Oh my god! I could see playing like 8 of these in a row.
Yeah.
That's the way they want you to do it. All right. We got
Oh,
human
no.
torches.
What?
Torch.
That is ridiculous. Oh, that's actually good.
They won't have enough energy.
Is it going to reveal
No.
your strategy?
No, if one of them is energy, that's good, right? That's what they want. You want one of those to be energy.
We do,
So
so we
you
can get
spend
something
it.
back. Right.
You need one of those to be in the used pile. There you go.
And we got another character. So we have 3 energy
And a pawn.
and 2 characters that cost 0. So we could put both of those in the field. And we could buy focus power or smash.
Yeah.
Or we could leave this for distraction again. But I don't think they're going to attack.
We
I think
gotta
they're
do
waiting for
this
us to
up here.
attack.
One of these. Up above.
I'm gonna wait one more.
Or do we want to
I'm gonna
reroll?
keep-
Do
I'm
we
gonna
want to
keep-
reroll this one
I'm
and
gonna
try and
keep,
get the last?
I'm gonna draw 4 dice now.
You want to try that?
Sure. Are you
let's try.
worried
Sure.
that if they have all of
I am.
those?
I am worried
Okay.
if they have all of those. Yes. All right. We rolled an energy, so we're going to spend all our energy on that last gearing up die.
Yep.
Okay.
And what do you do with that?
And he fields for 0.
And is he attacking?
Sure, because he's
2, he'll knock both of those.
But if
right?
No,
Wait.
no. He'll only hit one.
They only declare. No, you could declare no blockers.
We could declare no blockers.
The problem is we want him active
Yeah.
because then when we roll like a sidekick, we can field this one into the reserve. So I think we want to hang on to him and do
So
nothing
he's
for
in
a
the
while.
field, but he's not going to fight.
Right, and he's available for blocking if
Here's
they
the
attack.
deal, though.
Okay.
If even though I don't want you to do it, if you attacked us now, he would stay active.
No,
Yes, we can only fire back with you with one.
no.
What do you mean no?
Here's your choice.
Oh, we can put both of them against
declare
him.
0 blockers,
Or
declare
2.
1 blocker,
You're right.
or 2.
Got it. Thank you.
Right.
So you're not going to block.
And
You're
I
not
don't
gonna attack.
particularly want him, even if you said none and took the 2 damage, I don't want him out here in the unblocked used segment.
Right.
We want him in the field to
Right.
use his ability.
That makes
so
sense.
we're done.
Here we go. I didn't even look what I drew yet. So I don't even know what the mix is. Oh.
Oh, draw 2 dice and roll them.
2 dice.
Wow, nice.
Throw the rest in there.
Oh, yeah. Go
Now
ahead.
wait, do you, okay.
These stay out. right?
But do you re-roll those now or after this?
After. So yes, you are correct. This is an action. It happens during the main step, which means if we want to reroll these now, we have to
Right.
decide now. I don't think we do, right? We're
They're
trying to get
energy,
energy.
right? Yeah.
So we will draw 2. Here's one that was in the bag. We put all these back.
Okay.
One more, please, Lincoln. And we can't re-roll these. These are whatever they're going to be.
Right. That's they're just
okay.
coming out from gearing up. That's it.
Okay.
Oh, hey, we'll take 2 more dice from the bag, please.
Jeez.
Wow. I need energy, man.
Well, maybe this will be it. Nope. All right, we have
A lot of
Oh.
attack.
4 energy. That costs us 1 to put out in the field, right? These are basically now done. I say we put out the storm, right?
Okay.
Paying an energy.
We put this guy out
Get another and buy.
and buy a 3. Which one do you want? Focus power or smash? Oh wait, hang on. I forgot we have these stupid global abilities.
It's a fist and a mask.
Target block character
And,
deals no damage. Well, we're using everything in this case, so pick a 3 you like, Lincoln.
I don't remember what they were. Let's
right.
just go with the Hulk one.
All right, so
Just
let's
to
take the
answer-
smash one.
Okay.
All right, we are done.
All right. No attacks. You got all those characters in
I
there?
know. What are they doing?
Nope.
So
What
I
is
don't know
your
what it's
big
do- I
reveal,
don't- We have-
Dave?
I'll tell you next turn. I will tell you my
keep
thing.
saying that.
You got
Okay.
5 in there, I think.
Now, okay, then pick 4. It doesn't matter because they're all the same, right? Because we've got all of our extra special ones out there.
guess
We
so.
want to roll the sidekick pawn this time because that will let us bring the Human Torch guy into the
My
reserve.
turn to roll?
Yes.
Okay.
On.
There's
Yes.
a pawn.
So definitely keep that. So we have 3 energy
Mask,
with which
shield,
we
and a
could.
fist.
Oh. We have 3 energy, but we could have more energy or a second Human Torch. So let's just keep those.
Well, do we kind of want to get to 6 and 7s here?
Well, that's going to take a while.
All right.
So, yeah, let's not we don't need to re-roll.
And he can just stay?
He
in
can
the
just stay
field?
until something happens.
Okay, so we're going to put him up?
Right, which causes this to roll and then go into our reserve pool.
Okay, so I roll.
It's another
Do
dude.
you-
Oh,
Dude.
if it's a character, that's what we wanted. If it's a character, it goes here. Now we can field it for 0. If you had rolled energy, it would actually go in the used pile.
Oh, okay.
Right, it has to
so
be a
we
character.
field.
It has to be a character, but it's 50-50.
Yep.
And now we have 3, so we can also either take the smash or this one.
What would you like?
I don't know. That one knocks out. I think this one's more versatile.
Spin?
Let's try the focus power, yeah.
Focus.
So we will buy that.
Bot. And we're done.
Are you attacking?
What do we got? 4,
Well,
5?
they got Storm, which has that horrible power.
Could be great. We could help you.
We got 5
we
and
got
5,
the free
right?
guy out, right? Yeah, but it depends on how they block.
Oh.
Let's see what their strategy is. Let's do
Let's
it.
do it.
Here you go.
Are you attacking with everything?
Yes.
Okay.
We're hitting you.
Are you declaring any blockers or using any special abilities?
Okay. So I will now reveal what I was trying to do.
Okay.
So in the first
That's
game,
the only reason I'm
in the
attacking.
first game, I didn't realize this till later, which is, if we don't block with these and we take the hit, they never go back in the bag, and we get to our special dice faster.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
That's what I was trying to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I
so you
think
just
we
take
should,
them out of the game, essentially.
So what I think we should do is we should definitely block with Storm, because who doesn't want to use the crazy special ability?
Right.
And not block with these and just take the hits and see what happens.
Okay.
So we are going to assign Storm to...
They're the same.
Do you want to assign Storm to the sidekick?
Where we could roll not an attack.
Well, it's not going to attack anyway, right? Storm's going to block that attack regardless.
Right.
But here's the deal.
No.
If we block one of the...
if we roll sidekick, it keeps attacking.
Right, but I'm saying it's a 2-2, so it does no damage regardless.
Okay, right.
Does that mean it's two different attacks? It takes 2. It absorbs 2 damage.
Yeah, we should do the Flash, I guess.
What? That's a whole different universe.
I mean, the torch. We should do the Human Torch. Sorry, I was red and it was
You
fast.
used a word I didn't understand.
Whatever. I was thinking if we block Human Torch, then they get the die back. As long as he's there, they can never pull him from the discard pile. Right? But at this point, I think he's going to go back in the bag. So
Yeah.
we will assign this to the Human Torch.
Okay, and then what
And
what
none
happens?
of these to this.
Okay.
So go ahead. So we get to re-roll this. Go ahead, Link.
Woohoo! He became stronger.
Stronger.
That's great.
Is it?
Yes, that's great.
No, it's not.
It is. So here's what happens. These bounce. No damage is dealt to us. But this is KO'd, so
Right.
it's over here.
Right.
And we get to bring it back in next turn. That's great. That's exactly what we wanted.
And then you take 3 damage.
And then we take 3 damage. 1,
Unless
2,
you
3.
don't have any
and
shields to
these
reserve.
were unblocked, so they go
Correct.
over here.
Correct.
And now it is our
But
turn.
that's okay. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good for us. But it's also good for you, because you maybe can bring that guy back out.
Okay, so we have 1.
Sweet.
Need to put them all back in. Does this come in too?
It gets re-rolled when we want it, when we're
Okay.
starting to roll everything. So pull 3 more out. All right, now we need energy.
Yeah, I know. I had 3 there.
All right, Link. All of them, all 5.
No. He already rolled 1. That was a fist on that first.
He didn't
No,
roll it.
he
We
didn't
just
roll
pulled it
it.
out.
He
We
pulled
didn't.
it
We never
out.
roll anything till. Oh wait, we could have globally done something, but I.
No, you didn't have
No,
any.
you didn't have
the shields.
shields.
That's
You
what he
didn't
was
have
you're
anything
right.
left.
All right, sweet.
Wow.
I would say re-roll these and hope we get some energy, right? Because 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 6 and 2 dice. So let's pull 2 dice out and roll them and see what happens. All right, a pawn and a fist. Oh, I like it. All right, so do we want Doc Octopus, Thor,
How much juice do
Captain
we have?
America? We have 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4,
can't do
5,
Thor.
6. We have 7 technically.
We don't have Thor though, right?
We need a lightning bolt for Thor, correct?
Right, okay.
We can do Doc Octopus or Captain America. Captain America is when we field, we knock out each of our opponent's sidekick characters, and we gain a life for each one we do that way.
Let's do Doc. I don't want to waste any energy. Let's do a Doc Octopus.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, remember we can save energy for crazy
Oh, wait,
global
we
abilities.
have more than I thought. We have 7.
We're going to save 1. We're going to global ability something.
Or
We can do Doc. We can do Captain America and the
And
other
a storm? Ooh, I like it. Do we have a mask? We do. And do we have a shield?
We do.
We do.
Let's do that.
Okay, so we're not gonna worry about the global abilities. We could keep this fist to do something that I
Okay,
can't
then
remember.
let's do that.
target blocked character deals no damage.
And then what's? Oh, that's good actually.
Yeah,
Well, no,
let's do
because
that.
here's the deal: we can
No,
block
it's
any of
not.
that damage. I like your thing better.
Okay.
I like this. We'll do this and we'll do this, and we'll put this up here. And these all go to here, and we're done. And that's the end of our turn.
It's your turn, right?
That's
I think
neat.
it's your turn to do it. So we have
Sounds
2
like
dice.
I mean, here's the deal though: every
Oh,
time
did
we
you?
don't use
Yeah.
it, we take hits.
Alright,
That's
so we got
that's
those
the
two.
problem.
We need to start dealing.
Right. But what I was trying to do was get to our bigger characters as fast as we can.
Oh no, all generic dice.
Eef.
All right, we got 4 energy.
Wow.
So, and we got a shield. We could bring in an Iron Man, or we
Yeah.
could take one of these. Well, that one. Or we could re-roll and hope for some sidekicks, if we care about that.
Not
Yeah.
a lot in there.
Yeah, see? And we get to keep pulling stuff out if we do it.
I think we
this
should
could
get-
work.
Yeah,
Need
me
to buy
too.
one of
Let's
these.
buy Iron Man.
Here's the problem.
And
None of
that's
these
it.
these are all defensive,
And then-
really. Do you
We
know
don't
what I
have
mean?
any attack.
Yeah. We blew that in that regard.
If we attack, because they rolled our best Human Torch for us with that storm, that awesome storm ability.
Yep.
Yeah.
If they could block with all those dudes, but I don't think they want to. If they do, then he's knocked out and all 4 of those are knocked out. I think it's a good
Okay.
risk, so let's do it.
All right.
Attacking you with Human Torch.
So we bought,
We bought an Iron Man die with 4 energy,
Yep.
including a shield. And we're attacking with a 4/4 Human Torch.
Okay, so we will assign one of these to that,
Fair
right?
enough, okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
Yeah, that does
This guy gets knocked out,
And this guy just goes back to
Correct.
the field. Okay.
and now we roll. Now, what I was saying on our turn, I didn't mean to talk over, is all of our big guys are all defensive. None of them are really offensive. I mean, obviously they have attacks, but none of them have attacks abilities. So we have only 2 dice in here. So there's the 2. I don't have to roll them yet. And I need to draw 2 more. That comes over. I didn't look ahead to see that this particular set of the way we've got it, we probably should have taken the 7.
I was
Because
right.
you needed an offensive
I
guy.
need 2 more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Captain America.
And you have a smash and a gearing up die.
All right. What's the smash with the 2 asterisks, please?
Knock out a level 1 or level 2 character. Too bad he's level 3.
No, he isn't. He's level 2, isn't he?
No, he's the 3rd die
Dude,
phase.
stupid
Yes!
reroll. All right, well, we'll reroll that for sure. I guess we want to reroll Captain, right? We
Yep.
want him.
Want to put this guy out?
Well, let's, yeah. Let's keep these two. Let's reroll these.
Okay.
Here we go. Come on, Cap.
All right, but that's a lot of energy.
All right, 2, 4, 6. So let's take a Dr. Octopus.
Is it a shield? What does he need?
When blocked,
shield.
any damage that he does in excess is dealt to the opponent.
Right.
Okay.
So that's good.
Okay.
So we're going to use these 2, 4. Oh wait, I need a shield. Oh, we have double shield.
have
We'll take it.
shields.
2, 4, 6 to buy Doc. We'll put this guy out and we'll keep this in our reserve.
And you're not attacking anything? Are you just holding everything there?
No, we will. You want to use one of these?
Okay.
We will attack you with one of these. We'll just nibble you down 1 point at a time.
That doesn't do anything. Because we'll
We have
block,
nothing to block.
Okay.
which will just KO him again.
Done.
It just means you get to re-roll the die,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
I think he likes that
I
strategy.
do.
Yeah, maybe.
It means we get to roll. It means now I have potentially another
More
energy next turn.
choices.
All right.
'Cause
It's
he's
your turn. Here,
always
you're
KO'd.
doing 4.
Oops. Can I just keep that? It's nice. Oh,
There you go.
well,
5,
basically.
6 energy.
6 energy. Okay. We could bring in Colossus.
Let's do some
Yeah, let's do
hardcore
it.
pounding.
Easy. This is a family show.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. And
Let's
then-
buy money right now, and then we'll buy dice.
And then, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
What's money?
These. Because they all have 2 energy
Oh,
on
right.
them.
Right.
It's money in like the
Yeah,
Dominion
Sure,
sense.
that makes sense.
All right.
All right.
So, and then
So
do
we-
we attack? Because then they'll just get to re-roll the dice again.
Then
I
they'll
guess.
get another
I think
one
they
to
don't want to. I think
re-roll.
they
We
want
have
wait.
to knock
wait
it
till we have a
out.
bigger
I mean,
army
like-
and like.
Right?
I guess.
I mean, it needs to go away.
I think you roll these.
Okay. You can roll every time. Oh, and this one too. Come on, fight. Okay, you're rolling from now on because I can't roll for
too.
crap.
I rolled great for them, not for us.
All right.
Look at that, though. You have a lot of pawns.
Yeah, what can we buy for 3? Focus power.
What one don't we have?
We have smash already.
Okay, let's get a red.
All right, so you want that?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll buy that and
Goes
move it
into that,
here,
yeah.
and we'll put all of these here. And we
Silly.
will attack you with one of them.
Okay. I think we should let it through then because then it'll go out into their pollute their die pool.
Okay.
So we'll take 1 damage.
Yep. Works for me.
Wait. Oh yeah. If we had a shield, we could just ignore
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
That's what we want. We want to save shields. All right. Is it your roll?
No,
I
I
just
just did.
I mean, here's the deal.
sure?
I have no idea if
Yeah,
this will
I
work for us.
just did.
All right, it feels like
But I just like
3
it.
in here. So we have 3 plus 1 of these.
Something interesting.
Well, we got a torch. We could still. The best possible roll of the torch. We got a
energy
focus
potential.
power. So we could. Well, we can't spin one of those characters, so it's not going to matter. Or we could spin our own.
Roll them up.
All right.
Trying to wish first?
Yeah, I'm wishing for.
That
I'm
makes-
wishing for. Does that count?
No.
No, because that's not what I was wishing for.
I know it wasn't.
All
I know
right.
That's not what you wanted.
That's not that great either. Okay, so we have.
Well, we got
oops.
a pound
You can
thing.
re-roll it, too.
I know.
Reroll.
We got a medium level torch. And then we could spin him up to level 4 if we wanted to. And we got a sidekick and 1 mask that doesn't do all that much. So we could re-roll this. Now let's see. If we spin him up. I think we might want to
This
re-roll
strategy
this
would
and
be
try to
great
get energy.
if we had a really
Yeah.
crazy strong attack.
Because we
one.
already have a
No.
guy.
Right.
That's all right. We'll get Doc Octopus
You know?
out there. Look. 8 if we can get it.
And then, do we want this? Yeah, let's keep that
Yeah.
and that.
Oh, you're right. We need to get
Oh,
that. Just to
okay.
spin them
No,
up.
we
thought you were
re-rolled. You're
gonna
right. You're
try.
right. Re-roll that.
Okay.
Okay, let's re-roll those.
This could be awesome.
You were going to let us not get it, potentially.
Oh, they got what they wanted.
Did you guys just both roll those pawns as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we rolled 2 energy, which is terrible because it
Yeah, it
doesn't. We
doesn't-
can't do anything with it.
nothing.
We can't even. We can't even use it
Because
and
it's
then
not
have it
any of the
re-roll.
global powers.
Right.
The lightning bolt is the one thing that isn't the global
Right.
power. That's
So
cool.
we literally like.
However,
that's
for the
our
record,
turn.
for the record, if it were
That's
global
pretty
power, you could
exciting.
use that power twice
right,
because you can spin that down.
right.
That it?
You need to roll better for us next time.
Are you attacking?
Okay. No. Are we?
I don't know. Are we?
Why give them more dice?
Well, because okay, if we just attack with those guys, they're either going to take the 2 damage or they block and we block, and they both go out to reuse next turn. So I think we
Well.
should do that.
Then it's for us
And,
too.
and there's no.
If we do that and it ends up there, then we can
Reroll.
those
That's. I think
too.
that's. All
So
right. There you
let's
go.
do
We're
it.
attacking.
So,
with two
do you want to take the
sidekicks.
2 hits?
I mean, we don't have strength. I mean, that's the problem, right? We're not.
Well,
gonna
we're
be able-
getting there, right?
Okay,
If we can get to our Doc Octopus, we will.
Octopus.
Let's take the 2 hits for now and see what
Okay.
happens. All right, we'll take the 2 hits. So
Okay.
those guys go to your use pile.
Yep.
No.
Okay.
They just stay there.
Okay.
In other words, we did not block.
Okay.
We did not block
Okay.
in any way.
Right.
All right, Lincoln, roll.
Now wait. We don't have to use our power, right? Do we take?
It goes away
We
though.
had one hit. Yeah, we had a hit.
It goes away.
Yeah, but we don't have. We're not forced to do it.
Nope.
Okay.
No, you can't. You don't have to spin them down if that's
Right.
what you
That's
mean.
what,
No,
yeah. I'm
absolutely
not.
not.
Right. We had
You
one hit.
were-
Okay.
yeah.
All right, come on, Doc Octopus.
Or a lot of energy, man.
Come on, Doc Octopus.
Octopus.
No, roll it up, baby.
A lot of energy.
I like it. So
spin.
let's keep those and bring out 2 more dice. Right? We want a lot of energy, right? Come on, Lincoln. I guess bring out 2 more dice. Come on, Dr. Octopus! You gotta be kidding me!
Yeah, well, we can buy.
You got a lot of energy. Yeah.
Buy a
1,
lot
2,
of
3,
stuff,
4,
yeah.
5, 6, 7. Well, we buy Doc Octopus, I would think.
Dr. Octopus is gonna ruin our day.
And we
Yeah.
leave this
once
fist
they
out.
finally get
Okay.
it.
All right. Needs to go over here.
No attack.
No. Oh, wait. Yes, we will attack you with 1. We will just keep nibbling you
Yeah.
down
All
by
right.
a point.
We'll take it.
All right.
Yeah, ow. Whatever.
All right.
All right. We need some attacking characters.
These my
Okay.
way.
This goes here.
Okay.
But that's good because now if we roll any character, we can re-roll that and
Okay.
hopefully get him again.
So here you go. There's
We gotta
3
do better with those.
and 4.
5.
Oh, there's a
No,
lot of
4
energy.
energy, and you get 2 more. Oh no, it's not that.
What was the green
Reroll.
again?
Okay. The green is knock out a target level 1 character, so we could just move one of those away into
Okay.
knocked out for the turn,
And this is energy, right?
and that's energy. I say reroll these because we want a pawn to move up here and
Okay.
roll this, and reroll this because we want the energy.
Okay.
So I think we want, yeah. Okay, that's good. So now we have 4 energy,
And 2 pawns.
right.
2 pawns.
So for our main phase, we do this, which lets us re-roll the Human Torch.
Right now.
Yep. If it's a character, it's in. If it's
in.
Yeah,
level.
it's in.
Okay. And it goes in the reserve pool, but we can field it for free.
Because it's a
It's
zero.
a 0. And then we have 4 energy,
But
which
we
we
don't.
can
Okay.
we can just take that.
Take that. Let's
That's
just
all we
take
can
it,
do.
Because
Yeah.
we don't have the symbols yet.
Right. We don't have any symbols.
Yep.
That's
That is
generic
correct.
energy.
Right.
And are you attacking?
Yeah, I think we are now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it all.
Okay.
Bam.
So, first off, read this global ability, please.
Okay. It is smash.
It's on
Pay
Iron
a
Man.
fist.
Oh, it's on Iron
No,
Man.
it's not.
Oh, smash, right?
Target blocked character, meaning you have to assign a blocker die to him, deals no damage.
Got it. So, this guy goes with that 4.
Assuming that one, right?
Right.
So he deals 1 damage to Human Torch, which does nothing. And
Hang on.
And all right, I'm just telling you.
We will assign.
Oh, you could.
All right, so. Do we want to take more damage, Link? When do we pull the trigger on this? How many dice are in the bag right now?
3.
All right, so we definitely don't want to unblock, right? We want to get these out as fast as we can.
Well, you're looking at all the special dice we have right now. So there's 3. There's like a red one, and a green one in here, and a white one, I guess.
Okay, let's do this. Anything that's knocked out gets re-rolled. So here's what I think we should do. Let's assign these 3 to this guy, for which we will use this fist. So this guy does no damage.
Correct.
And these all get knocked out.
Okay.
And this goes away. Then we will assign this one to the other Human Torch. He gets knocked out, and these go back, and then we take 2 hits. 1, 2. All right. These now move over, and we roll these. So 3.
Plus maybe one of those. Come on, Dave. Something good in there.
Well, the odds are I won't get it, but you never know. And we get all these rolls. Come on, Hulk with powers on him.
Hulk.
Yay, Hulk!
Octopus.
Dr.
It's not
Octopus.
just
I mean,
octopus.
Dr. Octopus. And that allows
The
me
spin.
to spin him up.
No. Oh yeah, that's the
Spin
other one.
another target character up 1 or down a level, which we don't have, sadly. All right, so this is going to go up.
If you wait, you can re-roll some of those, right?
Right,
Oh,
but
but
the
there
problem
would be-
is
there'd
none
be
of
no character to
None of them
spin.
are special
Right.
characters. So I think we want that for sure, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, basically.
Just take
2,
a-
3, 4,
Do we have
5,
a Thor?
6.
Can we do it? We don't have. Or, yeah, we can have a lightning bolt. We need a Thor. We need to start getting some of this stuff in here.
I agree, because we need to start fighting.
Yeah.
All right, so this is going to be used to turn him up to that, right? 248? 248.
388.
No. He only goes up 1 level.
Okay.
He was at 144,
Okay.
so it's 248. Okay, so that goes there.
Do we have the energy to field him? You have to
Oh.
have the energy. Oh no.
We needed 1 energy to
Yeah.
field
So
him.
okay. So you got to.
That's great. That means we won't be able to buy Thor.
That's fine. No, I thought we had 7. But anyway, go ahead.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, that's fine.
We'll
We
buy this other
Cap.
Captain
I know.
America.
But
All
you
right,
got to
so
spend.
hang
Got to
on,
spend
we
the
need
money
a
to field
shield.
him. Then you're
So
gonna.
we'll spend this fist to field, and then these 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a shield gets us Cap. We'll move this guy up, and then we attack with this guy.
Did you spin him up?
You
a
didn't
level?
spin him up, did you?
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
He paid, but he didn't
Okay.
spin him.
Okay.
Okay, so he's
He
4-8.
He attacks with 4, but he has 8 in defense.
Right.
So what would you like to do?
So we're not going to kill him, but whoever we block with will be knocked out and re-rolled.
Okay.
And then we're either going to either take 2 damage because it'll go over this 2 and take 2 damage to us, or we
Oh.
take 0 if we choose this one.
Actually, we should attack with not with everything. We want to keep that just in case.
Okay.
Do you want to take 2, or do you want to knock out the big one?
Want to knock him out?
Well, but then how are we going to get rid of that next turn? We got to deal with this problem. That's the problem.
8, 3, 8.
Yeah, it's crazy. His high level is crazy.
If we could get that.
We're not
All
going to
right,
get that.
we
again.
need to.
Because
all right,
that's why I
it
wanted
doesn't
another
matter.
one.
Yeah,
Either
you were
one.
right. That was-
We'll start with the big one. Okay, we take no damage, but the big Human Torch is knocked out.
Okay, and the 4 versus the 8 does not hit him, so
Correct.
he goes back. That's the end of our attack phase. It is your turn.
Okay,
Wow.
so this goes here.
Yep.
Okay.
How many we got in there?
8.
1, 2,
Yeah.
5,
Okay. Pick
Before
4
you
of
guys-
them.
You know why? Because look, he's got 8 arms.
2.
Well, each arm fights off an attack.
We're good?
Okay.
All right, I pulled my 4, and I
So-
get to
and
roll
you get to
this.
roll that one too.
Yep.
Energy.
Energy.
Nice.
Forget that. Well, let's see. Now, do we want to? We have
It's Hulk time, isn't
8
it?
energy. We could buy a Hulk, and we could keep this back for special
Yeah.
powers.
Yeah.
Do we have a fist? No, we need a fist. We have to spend this,
And
which
turn it
means
into
we
a
could
fist.
keep.
The shield for special
Right.
powers.
We could roll this down to a 1
Spin it down.
and keep. Yeah.
Okay.
We could keep that. That might work.
Yeah.
All right, let's buy a Hulk.
Hulky poo. So
Hulky
this
bot.
turns into a fist, and we buy.
Yep.
Yep.
And those all
Mr.
slide
Hulk.
over except
Yep.
for that one.
And
He's
are you
all
attacking?
out.
No, because Dr. Octopus could knock it out, and then we'd have nothing.
All right.
I think we gotta wait.
All right. All right, Link. Draw 4. Come on, other Dr. Octopus.
Oops. Well, I got to
okay.
do that again. No, I got to do it again.
Okay.
Can't decide which one to put back in the
I
bag.
guess that's true.
That's not fair. Okay, there we go.
Oh, no. Oh, I thought that was your roll. Go ahead.
No. 2.
I think you rolled exactly the same thing.
Okay.
All right, so we can re-roll these right now. I think we want to draw 2, though, right? Don't we want to get Doc out of the bag?
Sure.
Then why don't you reroll the other blue one too?
Because 4 energy at least lets us buy something, right? We're trying to get to 6 if we don't.
We got a lot of energy.
Stupid Captain America. This is crap. Well, we have lightning bolts, so 2, 3, 4. That's used. 5, 6, 7. Perfect. So we spend 6 for a Thor.
And then leave a fist behind.
Yep. And leave the fist behind. Do we attack with this guy for 4? All right, we're fighting with both of them. Let's see what happens. What's the shield do again?
It redirects a damage from me to one of the characters.
Okay.
So, for instance, I could just let the sidekick damage come through, no blocking, and then redirect it here, which essentially does nothing.
No, it doesn't do nothing. It allows this to go unblocked into here.
Right. Right. But it doesn't. But then we take the other 4.
Right.
The other choice is taking 3 total and then,
Oh, I see how this works. So we're going to attack, and
okay, yeah, I think I like that. Okay. We will take 4 damage from Dr. Octopus.
Yes.
okay,
And then he will go into your
unblocked, yes.
And then also not block that, but use the shield to redirect the damage
Into that guy,
Into that.
who then goes back.
Right.
I like it. Nice.
Okay.
All right, we are vulnerable.
And we. Is it your turn?
Well, we got this.
Cheers.
Okay, so
that-
there's
that
1 in
helps.
here, 2 in here.
2.
We got 2 crap dice.
Yay.
Hex. Hex.
I'm gonna draw Hulk. I'm just gonna.
You might not be able to have the energy to.
You got one more.
Wait, one more. One more.
Come on, Hulk. All right.
Hex, double, triple hex.
Don't say that. That's going to happen then.
Oh, fair enough then.
Are you gonna quadruple hex this one?
No, you
He's
didn't
holding
draw it.
his lip.
I was thinking it inside.
I know you will. All right.
Oh,
so
that
we
worked
have.
out good. That worked out
This
good.
is a smash. Okay. Oh no, we can't do anything really.
I
No.
know it's
We got
not.
this and 4 energy, which could be Iron Man.
Oh, we gotta get lucky. We gotta get lucky, Lincoln.
I know, but the problem is
And
it's
this,
here's
if
what's in
you
here.
roll
It's 2
smash-
storms and an octopus.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I agree. Oh, 2 storms are both in there
Yes.
still? Wow.
All right.
That's what I was saying. I thought it was like,
Or should
we
we
got a good
roll
bag in here.
Global here.
This global is target blocked character pays deals no damage. Oh, that actually might work
If we save
if
it.
they get something good.
Yeah.
So then do you want to? Then let's buy this last die. For
Okay.
3
Sure.
and keep this.
Yeah.
and do
Better than we
this.
are about those extra dice, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But here's the deal.
And we might as well. This
They're not-
is just.
a lot
Do
of
you
those are
want to
with
do
friends,
that,
they're
or
not
you
doing
want to
any
wait
good.
till they hit us?
We do need. We should probably hit him with 1 of them.
All right.
To force them?
No, because we need 1 for this. What are they at? We're at 9. They're at 8 now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's just.
'Cause
hit
of
'em with
that
this.
4,
All
they
right.
just
1
dealt
damage. You
us.
have nothing to block with. Go ahead.
Yes, we do.
Oh no.
Yes.
That is target blocked character deals no damage. You don't have any characters to block this guy with, so you can't do that.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You have to declare a blocker.
Oh.
And then.
Well, then there's no reason to keep this.
No, you're right. There
All right,
was.
go ahead.
Okay,
Put it in your use pile.
you're at 7, and that's. Okay.
All right. We got how many here? 3?
So
Yep.
we're okay. If,
Yeah.
Wow. We're going to roll these 3,
Good.
but only
Yeah.
one of these, unfortunately.
Great.
Come on, do
Oh,
something good here.
unfortunately. That's okay. That's
Only.
okay.
Needs to be
We're,
energy.
we're all right, I think. Well, sort of.
No, that's good.
Well, at least a white one.
All right. Come on, big powers. Oh, that's the big one. It costs 3 energy, though, and we don't have it. So we need to re-roll these and hope,
Okay.
right? Because we need to put that forward
Yeah.
if we can.
There
Yes.
you go, 3 energy.
Yes.
What?
We'll put that there. We can't do anything with this. And we will do 8. We will attack with 8 damage.
Okay.
And we got
We
that.
will block, and then your target blocked character deals no damage.
Oh, wait, you had the
because of
fist there?
Yes.
Oh, then we're not going to do that. Wait, no, we will do that. This then goes back.
And this
Goes,
Right,
is
so we're
knocked
doing
out.
that?
no damage.
He took no damage.
Ah, so it stays there.
Yeah,
Okay.
Didn't do anything.
Wait, is this
That goes away.
That is
still
spent.
does go away?
Right. So if we can hold a fist every turn, then that's not going to do any damage for now.
If we have
Okay.
one dude.
Right.
right. But no, but I'm not scared of the other dudes. I'm scared of
Well, no,
8.
if you have a fist and something to block him.
Yes. Draw 4. Let's get some Hulk.
There's 3.
Yeah, Hulk.
4.
All right. Hulk also is 8/8 on the strongest one.
Yep. Then they would each knock each other out.
Pow.
Oh, she rolled it! But we need 3 energy for it, though.
Oh, you don't have it right now.
We don't currently have 3 energy.
Wait, what do you
we
do?
got? What do we got?
Moving, I'm there.
We've got, this one's 2 extra dice. That could be good.
Yeah.
That's
You don't get to
1
reroll them,
energy,
though.
I know. But they could be good.
That's true.
Do we risk it? Go.
2 extra dice from the bag.
And then roll this one?
So what do I do first?
You decide what you want to
I
re-roll
think-
first. You don't draw anything from the bag yet.
I think that's our best shot.
Reroll?
Because if you roll that, it's 5 out of 6 chance to be an energy.
Yeah, of course.
And then we just need
Draw 2 dice.
That was terrible.
That
Now draw 2 dice and roll
Hex.
them.
Wasn't terrible.
Hex.
It was the one thing we didn't need.
Hex.
No, 2.
No.
4 energy. All right, so we have a total of 5 energy.
What does he need?
He needs 3.
Shield?
He needs, no, this. We want this one, the fist. So we probably want to save that.
And turn it to a fist.
Well, yeah. No, we can, apparently we can just leave it for whatever we want. We have all these options.
Oh, okay. And then 3 energy
If
to
it
move
pushes
him
in,
up.
Yeah.
So that's used. And we use that.
Yep. And then the pawn. you
And we
want to
might as
Zero.
well
free.
push
Push
him
him
forward.
up.
He's free.
Okay. That's our
Yeah.
turn.
No, and then we're going to attack, right?
Okay.
Or do we just wait until they attack?
It's up to you.
There's a lot more. You got to absorb a lot more energy now.
Well,
Or hits.
it doesn't have the crazy
Hits.
storm out there right now, which is good for us.
Okay, let's just, right. That was good. That was bad rolling on their part. Let's just do this one. Because then this one gives us the chance to put this one out
Yeah.
again later.
Later.
All right, what do you want to do? Do we want to just block it and let them roll it again? Or do we want to just take the one?
I don't know. What do you
Not
think?
let them roll it again. I think the strategy we're trying to employ, whether it kills us or not, is to take those sort of hits.
Okay, that's fine.
So we will take that hit.
Take that hit. All right.
All right, Lincoln. Come on, 4 exciting dice.
Will be your roll next turn.
We need to find
Good
our
job getting the
focus
hole.
pad.
Good roll on the hole.
Come on,
Ooh,
excitement.
Thor.
Man.
Energy.
Okay, what does that green one do again?
Not green one. You mean? Oh,
Knock out a level 1 or 2 character.
Well, let's do that. We can knock out
get
that.
rid of
Knock
the.
out this
yeah.
guy.
Knock out the flash. Yep.
Okay.
So we'll do. Well, we're not there yet.
Yeah.
We're still in the
Okay.
reroll
We're
phase.
still in the roll, right?
And that gives us 5 energy, which we can get one of these.
Well, but let's get.
Oh yeah,
Is
yeah.
that Thor?
Yeah, that's only
You don't
5
have that
energy.
much energy
We only have
right
5.
now.
Right, but I'm saying Thor needs 3 energy max, right?
But we need 6 to buy him.
He means if you
No,
roll,
to
re-roll.
reroll
yeah,
that.
I would re-roll that and let's see if we can. Because if we roll energy again,
Yeah.
right? It's a win-win. Perfect. Oh, 2 energy to put him up. So we'll use these 2,
And then save that behind as a mask or a fist or whatever the heck we need.
and then do we? I think we. He deals 6.
Remember, the 1 is out, so we.
Is that
only-
a 6/8?
That is a 6/8. Yes.
All right, so let's attack.
Well, remember
This
that-
one's knocked out.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's go for it.
Yep.
All right, we will attack you with both of these.
Okay. We will block with the Hulk and block Dr. Octopus
Okay.
and use distraction,
So you're turning that into a mask.
yeah,
And that
to
pushes
remove
this.
an attacker from the attack zone back to the field.
Okay, so it's an 8/8 versus.
An 8/8.
So we would knock out each other.
Correct. And Hulk has a
A special ability.
when he takes damage to boost up, but he got knocked out first.
Right.
That only happens if he survives
If he takes
the damage.
fewer
essentially.
damage, he
Right,
can bump
right,
up. Okay, that makes
Right.
sense.
So for us to even deal with it, we have to give him 8 every time.
Well, no, but
No, it depends on what we roll.
And
in
what
that
right,
case, okay,
correct.
yeah, yeah.
all
Okay,
right.
it's your turn.
Okay.
Wow.
So these come back to the reserve.
Yep.
Nikki draws. Feels like there's 4
So
or
my
more
turn
in there.
to do that?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I rolled last time
2.
because I rolled some crap.
I think you did because I did a little hex.
2.
Yeah,
I give
that's
you,
right.
I give you the super hex look.
yeah,
we
yeah.
go.
Wait,
Those
and
two.
these now roll
Oh.
these.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 3 character dice.
Yep. If you can get them.
Yeah, game over. Roll them all.
Okay, we got
It
that.
could be.
A lot of energy.
Well, you can re-roll too.
And this is distraction, which is we can choose. They can't block this. So let's roll. Let's roll and try and get at least one more character into the field. We're gonna do some damage. I think.
These 2?
Yeah, yeah. And if it's
And
one
we're
character and one
oops.
energy, that's fine.
And we're using this
I think we're
ability.
going to need to use that, yes.
Your
So this
opponent
goes here.
targets 2 of his or her characters. These characters
Well,
cannot
no, don't
block
put it
this
aside
turn.
yet. Don't put it
Not
aside
yet?
yet.
Yeah,
you haven't
used it
yet.
yet.
But we know we want to. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Boo!
I think we may have just won.
Boo.
So we pay 2 energy to put Hulk into the field.
Right.
Yep.
And 1 energy to put Iron Man into the field.
Yep.
We attack with a 3/5 and a 7/7, and you must choose 2 characters who can't block.
Okay. So this guy can't block anything, right?
Right.
All right. So we fist away the Hulk.
No, well, this one, yeah. You mask away the Hulk. Fist-
No. We fist away the Hulk, which is we take no damage.
No,
Fist.
that character must be blocked
All right.
to deal no
We
damage.
mask away
You
the
just
Hulk.
mask and push him.
Yeah,
back.
yeah, we mask
All
away the Hulk.
And then you take 3 damage.
Yep. 1,
not
2,
over
3.
quite
No, not remotely.
This
sir.
goes here.
Okay.
This is out. We still have this. That's good.
I know. Roll.
Yeah.
It's you this time, isn't it?
Just
No, I did last
so
time.
you guys aren't,
Yeah. Don't
we've
be
got-
surprised. We have
Whatever.
this too.
This
Just
one too,
letting
right?
you know.
But
Where did
pull
the Hulk-
pull 4 first.
What?
The health level
All
is
right, roll all those.
good guys 9, bad
Come
guys
on, Lincoln.
3.
Get them all out there.
What?
Get them all out there.
You got Doc Octopus. He's a master criminal. He's
Yes.
mind controlling all your heroes. We're the good guys.
All right. Like it. That
Uh-oh.
takes 3, and that takes 3.
2 docs.
We're not going to
They're not
have
going
it.
to have the energy to get them both out.
All right. So we want to re-roll that. I think we want to keep these because we don't want Cap, right? We want to re-roll those, right? Because worst case,
That
the
could
worst.
give us 2 there. Okay.
No, could it?
But that has 2 shields on it, like every other one of
Oh.
those do.
All right. You want to do that?
I mean, we can risk it.
Yeah. Let's do it. We'll risk it.
Risk it.
Yeah, see what I'm talking about?
You're
There's
a
3.
genius. You're a genius. Wow. Did we roll the top one again?
Yes.
Wow.
All right. Well, sadly, we won't be able to do this one. That's what's unfortunate. So that's those 3.
And then a
this
fist
is
left behind.
useless, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And attack with both.
So it's a what's the score on Thor there? He's a 5/6.
6-8.
6-8.
6/8.
Yep. 6-8 and 8-8. What are you gonna do?
Come on, at least take some damage.
We're fine because we can do the mask to push.
One of those guys back.
Doc Ock is
Octopus
8/8.
again.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
push him back.
Okay.
He's distracted.
Yep.
And then we block Thor with the Hulk. So we take 6 damage,
Yep.
and you take 7 damage. That doesn't knock out either one of them.
All right. So this bounces back.
I
is what
think
you're
so.
saying? Okay. Done.
Okay.
Next.
Is it my turn? Well, we got 1, 2. So we got those 2.
Ooh. Hang on. I have to probably do my special super secret hex
You're
double
where
hex,
you
triple
don't say hex out loud, but you're saying it.
No, I said it out loud this time.
Oh.
Hex! Hex! Double, triple, super secret hex. Hex.
Oh, Human Torch could close out the game right now.
What? No.
Absolutely. See, we want. What is this one?
Oh, you can bump
That's
that
the
one up or
spin.
bump one of ours down.
Right. So we like that, but we really want a mask to do this effect. So I think we got to roll all those again. We got a torch and a mask,
Oh!
baby.
Oh, but you can't put the torch forward.
Not with that, we can't.
Nope.
Boo.
Unless you want to spend the mask.
So,
Do you want to just burn this then to move him up?
but then we're at risk when. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just move everything up, and we will. So that costs the 1 energy.
Yep.
This will spin down.
The big
Doc
one,
Ock?
the big guy.
Yeah.
Doc Ock now goes
So now he only does 4 damage.
2, 4, 8.
Yeah.
But he still blocks with 8.
And then we'll just attack and see what happens.
Okay.
All right. So,
Because they have to spin
So
the
you gotta
mask on
mask
Hulk
it?
or else they lose. Basically.
no, we don't. Where were we at? Were we at 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta mask the Hulk, right? All right, so we mask the Hulk. He goes back.
Right.
Okay.
Because the fist basically just doesn't take damage when. Read that to me one more time.
The fist is target blocked character deals no damage. So if you
Got it.
assigned him,
Yep.
it's essentially the same, basically.
It stops you from hitting me back.
Right.
Got it. And then we'll let the pawn through. And then we'll push back the other. And we will block the other with...
It doesn't
matter.
It doesn't, because whatever it is, it's going to knock him
Correct.
out.
We knock him out.
Right.
Done. All right, Lincoln. We got to do it right now, baby.
Oops, darn it. Keep thinking I have 4. I don't really like the bag thing.
Yeah, you need good bags that you can reach right into and grab dice
on,
out.
Well,
of.
you
These
need
are-
to feel them. I mean, it's really need to feel them.
Oh.
Uh-oh, Captain.
Can we bring that out?
What do you need? 2. Here,
There's
you
the
got it.
2. So that brings out a cap. What's this? Draw 2
Well,
more
wait,
dice?
no, it needs to be masked, though, doesn't it?
No,
Oh, no, it's
no,
2
no.
energy.
That's
right.
only for buying.
So
Right,
these are okay. We definitely want 2 more dice.
Okay.
And I don't think we want to reroll this, right? We want energy to probably do whatever we pull out if we get...
Okay.
No, you know what? Reroll this first. No, don't reroll it. I'll take it back. Go ahead. Because we might need it for defense. Oh, that's perfect. All right. This guy goes up. We spend 2 to bring him up. And we'll keep this mask and this question mark over here. And we will attack with everything.
Oh, no. Oh, and we have nothing to block with.
No!
No, we have nothing to redirect, but
Smash,
we
smash,
can...
smash.
Oh my God, we're going to lose. We're dead.
Yeah.
We can
So-
block... The best one we can block is Thor or Captain America. But then that's 10 unblocked damage and there's nothing we
10
can do.
and we're at 9.
And we're at 9.
Ooh, the crazy strategy ends up working.
Wow.
No, it's a pretty... Well, plus, okay.
I owe it all to
It was a
Lincoln's
pretty good
rolling.
strategy.
I owe it all to Lincoln's rolling.
But also...
And also, you forgot to double super secret hex us.
Yeah.
Well, look,
that's
no, look.
important.
We bought 4 of our hero dice, and you bought 7. That,
Yeah.
that was a
Yeah.
pretty big deal.
Well-
but we also had more of these generic powers.
So interestingly enough, I didn't see that most of our dice were sort of defensive.
Yes, most of your character powers.
Well, except Doc Ock obviously is nice because his hits are huge and they overbleed.
Right, that's huge.
But part of my initial strategy that I thought of in the game was exactly what we did, which was to tie up as many of these white dice as possible so that we could cycle through our special dice faster.
I see that.
Now we took a lot of hits for it, and again, if you guys had rolled slightly differently, or if you had had one other different character, that strategy that I did might crumble.
Well, this guy is the one that rotates, right?
Yeah,
So had you
Yeah.
got him into the game,
He
would
would
never
might
brought
have
him
helped a
out.
lot. No, I know.
What does he do?
He
does like
whenever he's
this.
active, he gears up 1 level. He
Yeah.
goes up a level at the end of
Yeah.
our turn. So he basically reaches 8-7 pretty quickly.
yeah, and he'd be
And then-
huge.
But we only had 1 roll where we had the right resources to buy him.
Bucks, yeah, to
and then
do.
we did something else.
Well, you probably
Well,
got Hulk too. At
You
one point.
didn't because you needed to save the fist for defensive. You saved that. You didn't want to waste the fist and not have the global power. I think
right.
that would happen.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Nick? Do you like it?
Yeah, I do. I liked it a lot. But I do wish that we had gotten these out.
Yeah.
But I kind of felt like we had missed our opportunity to get them
Exactly.
out, and we were...
You were in
We
your
had
cycle.
cro-
Your engine
we
was
had-
going already.
Right,
and you
We
were-
had
but
crossed
mid-game,
yeah.
the line into, we got to fight and defend and blah, blah, blah,
Right.
instead of spend...
We had a desperate use for our
Yeah.
dice every turn that we
Yeah.
didn't have 6 energy to
Yeah.
spare anymore.
Right.
I think it would have been nice to get him out, but... Because I was watching how your dice were going out, and actually for a little bit there, I think we had more... We had taken more than
Yeah.
than they had, and then all of a sudden...
All of a sudden,
Well, it's because
We were
Dave was
stuck
that
with
strategy
this.
where it put that aside so that we were blocking and stuff potentially, but we also had the chance to get the better dice out to give you more energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is pretty powerful. It was a really interesting strategy, Dave, and very quick and astute of you.
Astute?
What did you think, Aaron?
I like it a lot. I mean, I'm a big fan of, I would call them modular games where they're going to be different every time.
Yeah, this one will be
based on
hugely
the
modular,
characters
yeah.
that you choose and the dice that you have even. I could go to,
Somebody
your
else's house,
somebody
yeah.
else's house who has all different dice and
Yes.
characters, and it's a
Well,
totally
you're going to
different
max
game.
out. I
Yeah.
think there's only so many
Right,
of
but-
of different types of dice.
But there's going to be.
But there's a crap
gonna be
load of
more
these
sets
different
characters,
guys. Yeah,
too. Yeah.
There's a lot.
And I'm sorry. I
go
also
ahead.
feel like I want to. We just sort of decided let's play all these characters and have 2 dice each. But I think you
I was
actually
just gonna say
want
that.
more flexibility.
Single dice.
I would have loved to have 4 or 5 of these Human Torch dice, and then we would have been cycling
Of
through
course,
them a lot
that's
quicker.
Yeah.
that's the thing.
You
That's-
kinda want
That's what you want.
sometimes-
That's-
Assuming we didn't draft that first at that point, right? Because if you can see ahead of time that's
That's
a
a
really
powerful
good
thing,
I was going to say that exact same thing, which is, for example, if we'd had only one of these, that would have been okay. We didn't need 2 docs. I mean, it was
Right.
fun to
yeah,
have
it was
2
expensive
docs.
to field them both when they came up together. That
Right.
was the problem.
But
Right, it was
really-
impossible
Yeah.
almost.
Right. But we really
With
didn't
4 dice,
But
you
we
know.
really didn't need to.
Right.
And it's interesting. We took the storms as for cheap because of this weird, crazy reroll ability, but it ended up that every time we pulled storm dice out, we actually wanted the
masks.
energy.
The energy,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I still think this was good because it was a cheap way to get
Absolutely.
to energy, and you were the
Absolutely.
one actually that saw that. Like,
Right.
you were right when we re-rolled for the energy. That was a really smart move on your part.
I think you actually only used her power once on
Yep.
us too, but it was
Right, but they did
So
it
no,
with-
to backwards
bad,
effect.
To bad effect.
We
yeah.
upgraded you.
But it did help us for that round. In other words,
Yeah.
right? You know, it pushed him
Yeah.
back. But yeah, it was interesting. So then we had a tougher time against the Torch, the Human Torch, because of that. Because he
Yeah.
was all of a sudden super powerful. But
Which kept him in play for you to use that ability. Like we accidentally helped. Well, that's the
Right.
risk, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But again, also I think that's why Storm is cheap. That ability
Right,
is a
exactly.
risk.
Yeah.
Had anybody played Quarriors?
I have not.
I have not either.
Yeah, because this is like, you know,
Is Quarriors with dice?
It is this the same type of game. I mean, Mike Elliott developed this game, and I think Eric worked on that one as well. And then they've redeveloped the mechanism, you know, the system for this game. And so I don't have any bearing on how Quarriors worked out, but I know that people are happier with this one, and it's really a super fun game. And it's actually you can play and have a good time with the base game. For $15 or whatever it is, there's a lot of play in there, and there's way more stuff in there. You know?
I mean, we used some of these characters we drafted were from the base.
Yeah,
They were
absolutely.
Yeah,
not-
about half of them.
only
were.
Doc, this
Doc
one,
Ock,
this.
Colossus, and
Yeah, I think that's it. Because I think Iron Man's in the
is
base.
Storm in the base?
Yes.
Storm is in the base.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
so
you're
I mean,
right.
it's a
That's-
pretty exciting mix.
That's
right
Some
out
of
of the
these
box.
were not from the base, though.
Right,
some
right.
of the
Right.
some of the expansions.
No, I thought these
No,
were
they
all
are.
from the
We
base.
don't- I don't think we
They
get
don't
any
put
of those.
these in the booster.
They were in the booster. I did pull some in.
You sure they were in the booster or not? I think they're in the base game. I
You
think
might
they're
be right.
I think they were just in the cards we didn't have in our first game. I believe
There
they're
may
not
be
in
some
there.
of these. It would be nice.
Well, let's
but I
open a
don't-
few booster packs and find
Yes.
out.
Hey!
So anyway, let's finish.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, go ahead.
I
Yes.
like the mat.
I love the mat too.
It's very
It
clear.
is helpful. If we had played
were
without
not
this, it would be
playing
painful.
Without,
Yeah, it
it'd
would.
be, I think we would.
Yeah,
Not
remembering
only-
what's what. But you would because what the deal is then you're done. What's left is your reserve, and these are your waste, and then you have one in the middle for reserve. But it is absolutely critical to
It's
use
very
this.
clear, and I think that
They do
being
have a
new to
nicer-
it, we would be being new to it.
Yeah,
we
oh
would
yeah,
be confused.
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And they do have a really nice foam-backed mat that they got coming, which I probably won't. I mean, I don't want to spend a ton on this game, but I will probably buy those
I
just because
think
it'd be nice to have them.
We have plenty to keep us entertained.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat game. Well, Dave, thanks very much for teaching us.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
now
please!
let's
I'm
open
not
up-
even sure I taught you correctly. I mean, this question mark thing. I don't know if that's.
I want to find out about that. I'm sure they'll tell us in the
Look
comments.
yeah,
below
whether we
in the
did
comment
that
section to
correctly
see what
or
we
not.
screwed up.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Are we opening
match?
all of these?
Yeah, we're gonna open them up.
You people are crazy.
It's like Christmas.
Why not?
It's like Christmas.
Why not?
It is
Finish
Christmas.
it off. You got a red one?
Red.
What?
Ahem. Black Widow, Zarina.
All right.
Zarina. Oh, look, it's red.
Yay!
I'll just put this one in my. Oh,
Hey.
I don't have a pocket.